Ah, boy. Welcome, Knicks Nation. Blue and Orange Brunch. We got some stuff to talk about, man. Last night, we witnessed an unfortunate course of events as the Knicks had a tough game against the Oklahoma City Thunder. We know that the refs didn't help much in terms of making sure we got a fair contest, and the Knicks respond. So we could talk more about last night's game, and I will play some sound from some of our beloved Knicks to hear what their thoughts were. We also got news that, man, one of our rivals will get some unexpected help that we did not foresee coming, and how this can possibly impact the Eastern Conference playoff race. We're also to discuss our record against elite teams. You know, last year, if you want to do the last year, this year, last year we struggled against the elite teams in the league. This year, we'll analyze if that is the same consequence. Also, last year's team, there's a lot of comparisons between this year and last year's team. Well, now, if you are concerned with that conversation and you want to big up this year's team, there may be some other reasons that you can add to your arsenal as to why this year's team is better than last year's team. We're going to discuss these things on the Blue and Orange Brunch Show. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Karan Pierre, the Objective Fan, and I'm straight out of Kings County, New York City's finest, man. You know the vibes. Tell a friend that we live, man. Big time salute to everybody in the building early. All right. Hopefully you guys are having an impactful afternoon. You guys know the rule. As we enter the show, we smash the like button. I repeat, we smash the like button. We have to let YouTube know that the hottest afternoon show is on right now. And we have a goal of 100 likes. Remember, it's not the maximum, okay? It's not the minimum, all right? It's not the maximum, it's the minimum, okay? But anyway, big time salute to everybody that just joined the show as I got trip up on my words. Also, while you at it, we know, might as well get it out the way because well over 60+% of you guys in the last 28 days are not subscribed. All right. And help us close the gap so we can move forward towards our goals. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. And the next milestone, 5K. And once we get to 5K, we have what we call the 5K giveaway. Okay. And you could get this rookie Jalen Brunson trading card, all right? Not so easy to get, not so easy to find. Big time salute to everybody who's supporting us on the road. No emails, no phone numbers. We will ship this out to one of you guys as soon as we cross that milestone. And then, of course, after we get to the 5,000 subscriber mark, we have other giveaways for other subscriber positions. So, hey, you never know. You might just win, all right? Big time salute to everybody in the building. Let me see who's out. I see my man, Killer B. Okay. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Is it Ibu Don? If it's Ibu Don, let me know. Big time salute to you. Actually, an MVP donor as well, man. Ibu Don. I appreciate you and your support. Big time salute to Jay Davis. And, of course, my man, JJ in the building, man. Big time salute. As you guys enter the show. A couple of announcements before we get started. I do want to let you guys know we will be back possibly for a Knicks Nocturnal tonight or a level, or even it might be 2 shows in one. I mean, if we get news, I don't mind doing 3 shows, but we definitely will be doing another show tonight. depending on the news and themes. I already got certain things I want to touch on for tonight's show. Of course, tomorrow we'll be back with the final blue and orange brunch for the week. All right. And we are establishing a time for this show. I kind of like the 2:30 slot, but we're going to, we're talking with Maxine about it. So going forward from now on, once we set the schedule for tomorrow, right, I'm pushing for 2:30, but it could also very well be 1 o'clock. So once we set the time, that will be the time for this show going forward. So every week you can look forward to the show starting at this time. All right. And that will be in the live section of the channel, so you guys can know when we're going live. So this show right here will be the most consistent show because it's not contingent on Knicks games. Okay. And so be on the lookout for that. We also got two new shows. Well, technically it's not a new show, but we got a show that we're doing, the Knicks War Room. I'm proud to announce that I will be doing that show with my man Earl Marks, okay, from the Job in the Mouth show. He actually was on the Blue and Orange Brunch last week. So, we're still finalizing the schedule details for that show. So it'll be me and him. And of course, you guys will be able to call up as well. And also, I will be doing another show as well, an interview style show behind the locker room. So you guys can check that out as well. That's going to be an interview based show. So yeah, man, listen, we cook it with hot. Oh, by the way, we cook it with hot grease. I told you I was going to add the sound. I managed to add that one. I got like 3 more to add, but we cook it. All right. We definitely cook it. So, I'm really happy for where we're going with the direction of the channel, and there's a lot more in store. Trust me. So this is why I keep telling you guys to subscribe. We cook it with hot grease. As far as I'm trying to think if there's any other announcements, of course we got the mugs and all of that stuff. If you want to check that out, you can hit the Linktree /TheObjectiveFan. We got the This Week Inside the NYK, the Blue and Orange Brunch, the Captain 11, the Bodega Cat. All you gotta do if you want to check out any of the merch we have, the t-shirts, the hoodies, the mugs, we hit the Linktree. The Linktree is where everything lives. The Linktree is always on the screen for every show we do, and it's also in the chat. Another thing too, like last night's show, and we're gonna talk more about the game last night. But last night's show, I feel like a lot of you guys were triggered. And I'll tell you about what you could do if you're triggered in a second too with the $5 callback rule. But anyway, I just want to say this. Off the rip, I did not use the refs as an excuse as to why we lost the game. I do think it was a robbery, and I'm doubling down on that. Not that we lost the game because of the refs, but the refs did play a role in how this game went down. And it wasn't from a fair and objective perspective. And that's what we're going to be talking about more so today, right? And getting into Mike Brown's comments and some of the other guys' comments that spoke last night on this game. So just to let you guys know, because I feel like a lot of my trolls and antagonists or people, I don't care. I'm here for the smoke. I don't care if you agree with me or if you don't agree with me. I just want to have good basketball conversation. My purpose is to enhance the fan experience and to balance the scales. That's all it is. So I'm not using it as an excuse. We could have still lost. I don't think that the refs, I'm not using the refs as an excuse because there were things that we didn't do to help bring us over the top to win the game. So I'm just throwing that off, just to let y'all know that off the rip, because I feel like a lot of people last night, they kind of didn't get that message, and I need them to understand exactly where I'm coming from. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to get into research mode. I just want to make sure that research mode is ready. And so, because I want to go over the scores from last night, all right? And as we do when we start every show, we want to take a look at what happened in the league the previous night so we can get an idea of where we're going tonight. Hold on, give me 2 seconds so I can make this tweet. And continue to smash the like button on the way in. It is very important. It is very crucial to the growth and success of this channel. So this is the scoreboard from last night. Unfortunately, the boys in orange and blue, They took the loss, you know. And to be fair, I didn't guarantee a win last night. Not because I'm scared, I'm spooky in the woods and nothing like that. Not because of nothing like that. You know, I'm not spooky in the woods. But I felt like I couldn't guarantee a victory because Oklahoma City, they've been playing great basketball. And I kind of figured that SGA, and it wasn't even him, it really was Chet, to be honest. But I couldn't see us solving the problem. And to give us credit, I do think we did solve the SGA problem a little bit because we managed to make the game a lot tougher for him, and he didn't get his automatic 30 like he did the first 2 games of his return. I felt like we stifled him at times, and it just wasn't a comfortable 26 points for SGA. And I gotta salute the boys in orange. I'm not making it no consolation prize because I don't believe in that, right? But the Knicks defense is for real. Now, Chet exploited us because he got a lot of open threes. And, you know, that's something that I definitely did not foresee happening because Chet wasn't shooting the 3-ball that well coming into the game. But it is what it is. You know, I felt like the defense or SGA. So that was my wild card. I wasn't sure how that was going to go. So that's why I didn't guarantee the victory. But nonetheless, we lose 103-100. Tough game. We'll talk more about that. As far as the Hawks, oh, damn, it's saying like they still playing. Hold on, let me refresh this page. As far as the Hawks and the, damn, I'm to the Hawks game. Just, okay. All right, we'll go in order. The Hornets, J-Tap, where you at, J-Tap? I forgot to talk to you about this last night, J-Tap. I told you that the Hornets were emerging. I do a show called the Knicks in 10 Show, if you don't know. And on that show, I make predictions based off of the things that based on the things that I see, based on my analysis. And one of the things that I predicted was the ascension of the Hornets. And so far, I haven't really been wrong on any of my predictions on the Knicks in 10 Show. I told you guys about the defense before anybody thought we could defend. You still got people today talking about the Knicks. Oh, yeah, they need to work on their defense. Like, what are we doing? Anyway, nonetheless, Hornets blew out the Celtics. We're going to be talking about more about the Celtics in a second. They got some news today, and I'm curious to know how y'all feel about that. Utah Jazz, okay, they lose to the 76ers. I'm not going to act like we care. Nobody gives a damn about that. Trailblazers beat the Grizzlies. Nobody gives a damn about that unless you're a Trailblazer fan, because we know the Trailblazers are holding on to try to get as much position as they can. It's very difficult in the West, but I know they care about it, but we don't give a damn about that. As far as the Hawks beating the Bucks, you know, we were curious to see our guy Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get a chance to really check this game out. Okay, Giannis did have 24. Giannis is on minutes restricted. Look at Jericho Sims with the 11 rebounds. Man, Jericho Sims is, oh my God, I don't know, man. I'm not saying I love Ariel, but Sims is looking solid, y'all. As far as the Clippers blowing out the Pacers, nobody gives a damn about that. I'm going to go into some of the games and scores for tonight. Tonight, you got the Mavericks and the Magic. Nobody gives a damn about that. But this is a game for the Magic to try to gain some ground, and they should win that game against Dallas. As far as the Jazz and the Wizards, nobody definitely gives a damn about this. But I think we're all going to be low-key pulling for the Jazz because we want the Wizards to win as much games as possible so we can keep our pick. As far as the Nets and the Heat, nobody gives a damn about that unless you're a Heat fan, because the Heat, they are trying to battle to try to get into that top 6 playoff spot. Don't think they're going to make it, but it is what it is. Warriors versus the Rockets. I don't think Steph is going to be there tonight. So this is a crucial game for the Warriors because, you know, yeah, he's going to be out. I see the circle, the red O, that means he's out. But, you know, they're drastically missing stuff, and they're kind of been slipping, falling, and sliding. So this is an important game for them. While the Houston Rockets continue to play doofy basketball, what I call doofy basketball, and it's been yielding them some success. As far as the Toronto Raptors and the Minnesota Timberwolves, interesting game. Both of these teams competing for playoff positioning. And I'm curious to see who wins this game. Pistons and the Spurs. It's going down. The rematch. Who will win? Will Cade and the Pistons get swept? Or will they redeem themselves? I'm definitely probably going to check this game out. As far as the Bulls and the Suns. Sorry. As far as the Bulls and Suns are concerned, nobody really gives a damn about that. Lakers versus the Nuggets. This is a big game. These are two of our opponents that we got to see. I'm definitely got to watch this game. It comes on at 10 o'clock. So if I'm not doing a night show, I will be watching this game because this game comes on at 10 p.m. on Prime Video, okay? And then you got the Kings versus the Pelicans. Nobody gives a damn about that. But those are some of the scores. I think the games of the night for tonight is the Lakers and the Nuggets and the Pistons and Spurs. So those are not both prime games. So the Spurs and the Pistons are league pass games for the record. But that's all for the games of the night. I just like to look at the scores before we get into it, and then we'll tackle some topics. AC Green had a quote on Mikal. I didn't want to talk about that, but he was pretty much saying how Mikal Bridges and how he could help reach his streak and how hard it is. And he was describing how hard it was for him to stay consistent in terms of just putting in the hard work. And my thing is, and this is a question that you guys can answer if you want today, is the streak, is that taken away from Mikal Bridges' game? Because we asked the question differently before. We said that is he avoiding contact because he wants to stay healthy, right? That's a difficult. I'm kind of flipping the question. I'm asking is Mikal Bridges, his focus and work ethic to maintain his durability, is that taken away from his game? And is he really focusing on improving his bag, or is his focus mostly on just staying durable? Because I understand that his durability is a part of his allure, right? It's his superpower if you compare basketball players to comic book heroes, but I'm not impressed. I'm just going to say that. So if you want to talk about that, we can. Let me see where I could start. I don't want to get into that other stuff yet. We could start. All right. Let's start here. Because I'm gonna be talking about the game a lot today because this game was a powerful game, and I'm seeing people on the internet, y'all still compose with the game, so we could discuss the game, but we'll be discussing some other things as well. As you guys enter the show, though, continue to smash that like button. It's very important to the YouTube algorithm, so we got to continue to get the likes up. Big time salute to everybody that's in the building. I see you, Pat the Engineer. I appreciate you, Pat the Engineer. One of our MVP donors, man. Big time salute to you, brother. JJ, I see you, JJ, in the building. If you could call up this today, I'm curious to see what the next day analysis from JJ looks like. Big time salute to Jesse. I appreciate you, Jesse. Free throws. But I got something to say about the free throws, Jesse. And if we get some time, we may talk about that. Ibrahim, big time salute to you. Yes, sir. Pistons Spurs, big time. And JJ, I know, JJ, don't spill the beans too soon. And, oh, wait, we got Stream Elements in the building? I don't think I ever seen Stream Elements in the chat. Salute the Stream Elements. Hopefully, whatever y'all doing, y'all not hurting the chat. All right? We don't need no bots messing up the chat, but continue to smash that like button. We have the 100 like minimum rule, okay? And while you're at it, you might as well subscribe because we know that 60+% of you guys are not subscribed. So smash that subscribe button. All right? And I'm about to get into the first topic of the night, which has to do with last night's game. But I'm curious to know what you guys thought. Because this game, honestly, we could do 3 shows on this game, to believe it or not. Like, seriously, like, this game had a lot of elements to it that kind of would make you just like cringe, so to speak. Let me close out some of these other tabs. But let me put this on the screen. So, bam, what do you guys feel about this? Is SGA officially this year's Tyrese Halliburton? What do you guys think about that? Do you think that this brother is this year's Tyrese Halliburton? Okay, and this is what Daily Knicks proposed. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, now public enemy #1 for the Knicks. Ooh, that would have been a great poll. Damn, I forgot to do a poll this morning. My bad, y'all. This will be the poll tomorrow. Okay, we write that down. I forgot to do the goddamn poll. I was up to like 3:30 last night. I'm like, yo, and I'm asking myself, what did I forget to do? Got to schedule the poll. Hold on, let me just write that down. Public enemy over Tyrese. What do you guys think about that? One game seems to have been all it took for the reigning MVP to become New York's newest public enemy, as he foul baited and contact initiated his team's way to a down-the-wire 103-100 win, extinguishing Jalen Brunson's and company's 3-game winning streak. All right, what do you guys think about that? The real kicker for this Halliburton replacement case came just with 1 minute remaining in regulation, where SGA splashed home the game-sealing step-back triple. That was a dagger, boy. I ain't gonna lie. That hurt, bro. When I saw that, I was like, damn, we gonna lose like this, bro? Couldn't believe it. And in the face of OG Anunoby, who, by the way, I got to give the brother a salute. I think that his defense was pretty solid. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. Let me see if I could. Can't do it. Sorry. Because I made a change to my soundboard and it's throwing me off because I'm used to pressing buttons a certain way and now it's all mixed up. So anyway, technical difficulties. Nonetheless, right? SGA acknowledged that his goal down the stretch was to have his imprint on the game, especially late, and later admitted that playing in MSG is always a get-up game for him. What do y'all think about that? Why does MSG gotta be the? I know we the world's most famous arena, and I know we got all the numbers and the people and all that stuff, but wow. But what about this? You know, this place that really it takes away from our home court advantage, especially when these guys have really good games. What do y'all think about that? But do you guys think that he has become public enemy #1? I'm curious to know. And you know what? Before I get to the calls, I do want to remind you guys that bam, game night pre-orders are available now. All right. And if you're serious about following the postseason, I created something just for you. This journal is a playoff journal where you can track the bracket, write down your prediction, break down each series, and capture the moments that make the playoffs unforgettable. Okay? Don't just watch the playoffs, capture it. You can grab your copy right now. The link is in the description. All right? So look, this is available for pre-order. Okay? It's for a limited time. All right. And this will be at your door in time for the postseason. All you have to do is visit the Linktree, Linktree/TheObjectiveFan, and pre-order yours now. All right. Very important that you do. Oh, I thought my phone died, but big time salute to those who already placed their pre-orders. All right. And I look forward to you guys, enjoying your journal. I think I just got a super. Oh, my man. Once again, big time. First off, Pat the engineer, man, you are the man. I appreciate you for donating the memberships, man. All right. You are an MVP donor. You always come through to look out. So hold on. How did you do that? My man, Pat the engineer, you gifted yourself a membership. Big time salute. I've never seen that. So, Pat the engineer, man, welcome to OKF Nation. Hey, it's a great place for you to be because you done donated so many. Big time salute to Diane. Is that Diane K. Love? Big time salute to Diane K. Love. NY Knicks 627, Vaughn Allen, and King Speech Row. Welcome to OKF Nation. All right, some of you guys, welcome back to OKF Nation. I do appreciate that, Pat the engineer. And you welcome. Max, I don't think we've ever seen that. By the way, big time salute to Maxine, the super producer in the building as well. Tugboat Taylor, I see you. What's going on, Tugboat Taylor? We had some interesting conversations last night in the Discord. All right, and continue to smash that like button. So now I'm gonna take some calls. Why not? Let's do it. And by the way, before I take the calls, if this is your first time listening, these are the rules. All right. Each call is 3 minutes. It starts with the "let's go." When you hear that, that means you better go. And then the buzzer will sound when the time is up. Of course, if you are triggered, like my man LD would say, all you got to do is send into the Cash App. It's called the $5 callback, and we will get you back on the line. All right. And you could call back if you are triggered, or if you just want to add. You don't got to be triggered. I mean, we joke when we say that. But sometimes you do get triggered because I'm telling you right now, people are going to say things that's going to make you scratch your head. Or I may say something that will make you scratch your head. So that's the call up show rules. And of course, the number is 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. Hold on. Let me just make sure I'm good on the lines because last night was crazy. We got so many calls that I don't know if it was me or the phone app itself just was bogged down. I don't know, but I will be returning calls as well. If I miss your call, I will call back. And you know what? I'm gonna add that to the call on the rules section, the rules page, so you guys will know that. Because sometimes I call back and people don't answer. So let's see if this person answers the phone. 646-995-8389. Call up, voice your opinion. Hey, caller, state your name and let the people know where you're calling from.
Hey, what's up? It's Mark from LI.
How's it going, Mark from LI? You called before?
Yeah, I called yesterday.
Right, I didn't save the number. Got you. Where we going, brother? Talk to me.
You know, the Knicks could have easily won that game last night. But, you know, the one thing that kind of irked me was that, you know, Cat was cooking for a good part of the game. And then, once again, it seems like they go away from him. And he's got these mismatches, and they're just not giving him the ball. And maybe some of that's on him for not getting open enough. But other times, I just think they're not prioritizing him enough, like focusing on him as a weapon. And if they did that more, they get more points, and they probably win more. That's my complaint.
Right. It's a good complaint. I mean, it's a fair complaint too, because Cat is somebody who should have had 35. And most times, there's not a good assignment to guard him. And I feel like the coaching staff needs to do a better job of calling some plays, especially when he has smaller guys on him. Yeah. I don't understand that. I mean, it's wild to me. But what do you think about SGA? Do you think he's the new Tyrese Halliburton? Is he public enemy number one?
Well, he's great, but Halliburton did that choke face, that Reggie Miller choke face. So no one's worse in my book than him.
Right. Yeah, that's true. I don't think he could top that. Like but, that right SGA there.
SGA is always going to hit that game winner if you let him. But that's the problem.
Right. 100%. I hear you on that. So what's your thoughts on the Knicks defense? Do you think that our defense will continue? Because the next two games, we got Denver and LA.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the defense?
The Knicks defense has stepped up over the last month between the steals, the blocks, just messing around with the ball handling. That's really been a big reason why the Knicks have been on pretty much a good run since late January, early February. I think that's like the X factor that can maybe take the Knicks, to that Eastern Conference /Finals level again. Because remember the Eastern Conference or the playoffs last year, it was Bridges getting a stop, a steal, a block, and then the points they get in the transition from that is so big, and it's happened a lot in recent games, and it's a huge factor for them. I think even when their offense is not working so great, they get those. The defense gets the turnovers and the transitions and points, and that's huge for them, I think.
Yeah, I agree, and I think I might do a show on that tonight. I wanted to do that for this show, but people still want to talk about the game, so we talking about the game. But I appreciate the call, brother. I will lock in your number, man. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Big time.
Bye-bye. All
right. See, one thing about me, I'm not the greatest with names, but I remember voices. So if you called before, I would know you called before. But sometimes, like I said, it was a lot going on last night, so I wasn't able to save the numbers. But I will today. I will do that today. I think we got to talk about the Knicks defense. I don't think I did a show on that yet. I got a good idea for a show too, talking about the Knicks defense. But the Lakers and Denver, they're coming, and those games I think will tell us more than this game last night. And I'm not just saying that because of the refs and the debauchery. And I'm gonna get to those sound bites. Let me see if my man can still get on the line. If I miss your call, I will call back. What's going on? Hey, I'm still talking about the game from last night, man. I think I might be triggered. Let me stop.
Here we go. Bro, I am triggered right now. I'm very triggered, but I'm not.
Let's go.
Triggered based on the Knicks, though.
Okay, let's go.
I've talked about it already, but it shouldn't concern us because we already handled business last year. But Jason Tatum is coming back, though.
Yes, I'm getting to that. Yeah. What's your thoughts on that? Do you think that gives them the edge?
Not over the Knicks, because history will remember and must remember that we whooped them before Tatum got hurt. Just so history's clear. They were losing. They were getting dog walked, and then he got hurt. I'm glad he's back.
Yeah.
But I doubt he's going to get started minutes in the next 20 games. You know what I mean? Closing out the season. If he is doing some kind of six-man work, though, that is a very brilliant idea as they incorporate him back into the starting lineup or raise up his minutes.
That's crazy. Six-man, that's crazy.
I mean, something. Right?
No, it's fire. It's a great idea. I'm saying crazy in a smart way.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Tatum of all people coming in as six-man. But I do think, though, hey, Knicks, focus. These are the reasons why you want to be as perfect as possible in relations to yesterday's game. Overall, obviously, we got played. But the thing about OKC, though, is even if it's a clean game, you have to play perfect basketball because they can attack from so many different sets.
It's a fact. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you got to play, but with Jason Tatum coming in at the end of the season to a team that's already, second place in the East now?
Yep.
Playing with house money, literally, and then they add Jason Tatum. This is why the Knicks want to be very, very attentive, especially Mike Brown, on, not relaxing. You got to go all out this season specifically. You know what I mean? Because the fact that he's back this early is kind of crazy.
Yes. Yeah, and I'm gonna have to do an unfiltered on this because I just got the news. I don't know the science behind it, the particulars. I'm gonna figure all of that out, and I'm gonna go in on it. So, but yeah, it's crazy stuff. It's crazy stuff.
That's wild. I don't think, but again, I still think we're the East. We're coming out the East, and as we've discussed, whoever we meet in the West, if it's OKC,
yeah,
you don't like that. You prefer the Spurs matchup, right?
Oh, 100%. Out of any team in the West, give me the Spurs. Oh my goodness.
Over the Nuggets?
Only because the Nuggets, they got that experience, though.
Right,
like they won. You know what I'm saying? Like they know what the finals is like. That's their edge over us, honestly.
Right.
They've been there. So not to say that means that we're not gonna win. I'm just saying.
No, I get you.
Give me that rookie Wemby in the finals. His first. Man, that's when you get him.
Right.
With his second finals, good luck.
Right. Facts, though. But yeah, I think we're still the East, no matter what Jason Tatum and Boston do. We just Mike Brown has to watch that film from yesterday just for the fouls alone. Just off the fouls. The technique, whatever, we'll get there. But off those fouls, they were getting called. Study that tape. You know what I mean? But we Gucci though.
Big time. I appreciate you, man.
Stay up.
All right. And you know what? I'm gonna segue to Tatum. I was saving it for a little bit. I wanted you guys to continue getting the likes up. You know, we got to get to 100 likes. Big time salute to everybody who just joined the show. I see you, Maxine, the super producer. But yeah, we did get the report from Shams. Is this breaking news to you? I'm gonna put it on the screen. Big time salute. Oh man, the chat's lit today. Salute to the chat. All right, while y'all chatting away, smash that like button. And of course, also, if you can't call up, you could always send a donation and I will respond to your message in place of a phone call. All right. Just to let you know, that option is available if you so desire. Okay. Big time salute to my man, Pat, the engineer, for giving away those memberships. I appreciate it. And bam, let me get to the news. Jason Tatum expected to make his season debut. So I got the news right now. I'm going to do a deeper dive on an unfiltered thought on this. But this right here is crazy to me for a lot of reasons. Boston Celtics superstar, he's coming back. Crazy. Less than 10 months on for Achilles. That's unheard of. And of course, that took place against us, Game 4 in the playoffs last year. He's been working diligently to play this season. A lot of questions, y'all. A lot of questions. He had surgery at the hospital for special surgery by Dr. Martin O'Malley. We got to find this guy. We need to hire him on the Knicks staff. Because if he had this brother come back this fast, this guy is doing something unprecedented. All right, he's doing something crazy. So Tatum, who just turned 28, damn, young as hell, man. He got like another 6 years of good basketball at a high level. Man. Anyway, so he'll be making his debut, they said, on Friday at TD Garden against the Dallas Mavericks. And that's a great game to come back because the Dallas is tanking. They're not trying to play for real. So what do you guys think about that? We could talk about this Tatum angle. I'm going to tell you it's crazy to me. I mean, look at his counterpart, Tyrese Halliburton. He is in nowhere near coming back. He's not in nowhere near shape to come back. And for this brother to come back this fast, I don't know, y'all. That Dr. O'Malley, whatever his name is, that dude, we may need to hire him in New York because that right there is impressive. What do you think? Are you guys scared now? Tatum makes his debut. He's back. You know what? I think this might be my poll, Lamar. And then I'm gonna do the Tyrese poll after the show. Because it's still early in the day. Let me write that down. I'm curious to know. If you want to call up to talk about this, you can. All right. Right now, me personally, I didn't mean to put that on the screen. Those are the rules. I want to put this on the screen. Call up if you want to discuss this, but my preliminary take is I don't think that he's going to be effective. Like, there's no way you can be effective coming back from an Achilles at this period of time. Like, that's just, I don't know. That's just weird, but it is what it is. But we can add that to the docket of things you want to talk about. I think I want to play some sounds as well from last night's game. I'm gonna get to Mike Brown in a second. This is why I don't like to. Off the rip, I'm gonna let y'all know. I don't like to listen to post-game interviews. I don't. Like, it's the one thing I'm happy that we do where there's smoke, there's fire, because it gives me a great excuse to not listen to the post-game interviews. And if something happens, like we're live so late enough, and then I got access to the news that I could always, if something crazy were to happen, I could put it on the screen. But, this stuff was said last night, and there was no talk of it. Not until the morning time. So I'm like, it is what it is. But this is what Towns had to say. I mean, hey, let's listen.
They did enough to win the game, and Jalen shot a fabulous shot. Mikal did an amazing job giving us a second chance. OG took a great shot, good follow through, everything. Just wasn't our night, and you know.
Oh, let me run it back.
What are you thinking about the team's performance when you're walking off the court after that one?
Honestly, just I'm proud of our guys. We fought. We did our best to execute against the championship team, and at the end of the day, if we're gonna lose a game, I want to lose with two of our best players getting the shots.
Pause that right there. I don't like that. I feel like it's just too much coping, bro. Like, yeah, the two best players got some shots, and it's either that's just a political answer, or to me it's not good enough. Like, yeah, we hung in there with the champions. Nah, I want to beat the champions. I don't want to hang in there with the goddamn champions. And thank God I didn't hear no Stephen A. Smith clips today. I don't know what he said, y'all. I don't care to know what he said. Like, when I talk about him, it's because I happen to stumble on the clip. I'm not listening to what they got to say every day. I'm not. Okay? But I don't like that take from Towns. And that's part of my problem with Towns. He don't got the alpha dog energy. So to all of you big bodega cat, and by the way, salute the big bodega cat. We got the mugs in the building, right? Gotta salute just to show you that I ride with Cat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to dump on him, but I disagree with this response. I don't want to be happy with subpar. You know what I'm saying? But is it just a political answer?
Giving ourselves a chance, and I think you can't ask for, the game to, if you're gonna have to beat us, you're gonna have to beat us at our best with them at their best on the same night, and
Hold on. He said, if you got to beat them at our best, beat us at our best. Do you think you were at your best? Were the Knicks at their best last night? The only thing I think that we did to our best of our abilities was defense. I think the defense was really good. And by the way, that was without Mitchell Robinson. And by the way, Towns had moments defensively. Now, the problem, like I keep telling y'all, is not Towns' defense. It's the fouls. We are 4-12. I think now 4-12 when Towns gets 5 fouls or more. 4-12. It's terrible. Okay? So, I don't. You know what? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about a lot. I got an unfiltered thought I'm going to do tonight for the channel members. There's a video I was supposed to do it Monday. I didn't do it. I'm going to turn it into an unfiltered thought. I'm sorry. That was just on my mind. Just a lot. Anyway, to bring it back to Towns, this guy is just, I don't like it. This is why I don't like listen. I really don't like to listen to them talk post game. I really don't. I'm sorry, I don't. You don't get nothing out of it. Only time you get something from these guys is when Cat say, yeah, I'm not comfortable in my role. Now that's the real talk I want to hear. But I mean, what do you think about that? Should I even play any more of this?
The cap to them. They did enough to win the game, and Jalen shot a fabulous shot. Mikal did an amazing job giving us a second chance. OG took a great shot, good follow through, everything. Just wasn't our night. And
also, really quickly, right? He talks about his teammates in an interview where he wasn't asked about his teammates. Do you think that if a guy had chemistry issues or problems, he would do that? Do you think because once again, see, when you're dealing with NBA players, it's not what they say, it's what they don't say. It's what they don't say. And then when they volunteer information, I know it's all cap for the most part, or not cap. I'm gonna say it's all just what do you call it? Media development or media trained? They're media trained. The NBA guys are very well when it comes to media training. So you're not gonna get nothing from them. But yeah, we all need to produce, and we pass the ball, we all score. Like I don't care. Like that's nothing.
Obviously you want to win, but I'm extremely proud of everyone in this locker room for fighting and, getting those good looks, and against a championship team at the end of the game, it's hard to get a good look like that, and we got 2 of them, so can't be complaining about the shots we got.
I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it. You can't complain about the shots we got, and we're happy that we got these opportunities against a championship team. No, we the best team in the world. See, I come from a different era in time. I got to keep reminding, myself sometimes, but the world that, because I don't like that talk. I don't. It makes me feel like you're good with being second place. And I feel like that's what the Knicks fans, we're so used to. Oh, we a 3rd seed team. We're happy. I don't like it. You got a caller. What's going on, caller? Let the people know your name, but where you calling from, family?
Yo, it's Fact Check Hack, calling from Long Island, New York.
You said fat. Hold on. You said Fat Check Hike.
Yeah, Fact Check Hack. Fact Check Hack.
Got you. Fact Check Hack. I like that. All right, where we going? Fact Check Hack.
Yeah,
Big
I got
time
a couple
salute.
opinions. You know what I'm saying? Let's just start from the beginning. I
Yeah.
feel that they should never trade. They should have never got rid of Tibbs.
Uh-oh. All right, turn down your background. I'm
Okay,
going to let you
that's not-
cook. Turn down your background.
I'm doing that right now, brother. Okay, I did.
Got you, family. All right.
The reason
So you
why
said-
is because
So hold on. Let's reset. So you said you feel like they shouldn't have got rid of Tibbs, right?
yes.
All right, got you.
Now I'm gonna give you some context behind it. I'm from the old school. I've been a Knicks fan since '77. You heard?
Big time.
So I'm 53. I've been a Knicks fan forever.
Nice.
So my thing is, there's an old saying that says, if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? The only thing that we had broken when Tibbs was around is our bench.
Okay.
Just picture this. There's a flip side to that coin. If Tibbs would have had what Mike Brown has now, you think we would have been better?
I pitched that question before, and I don't know, but
You know
you
what
could
they
make
say,
an
right?
argument. You
know
could
what
make an
they say,
argument
right?
for it.
And the
Yeah,
famous
yeah.
words of Jigga, men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Okay.
And the numbers show that. We was better defensively last year and better offensively. At
You
this
are
time,
you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
At this time and stage, yes, we won more games last year. At this time,
No, we're actually tied right now.
no, today, yes, today we're tied. Yes,
Yeah.
I give you that.
Mm-hmm.
But our defense was better.
And hold on, I'm gonna pause you because I like where we going.
Okay.
The defense never was number 1 last year.
No, never.
Was never. Yeah, we were
No, but
number
we
1 defense.
No,
in
we
the
did have a
last.
stretch last year. Remember in January of 2024 when we won a whole bunch of them straight. Then OG got hurt, and that's when we went from top defense to low defense.
Oh no, you talking 2 years ago. I
Yeah,
thought
2
you was
years
talking
ago.
about last year. Yeah, I thought you was talking about last year's team under Tibbs with Towns. It's hard to compare that team from 2 years ago because that's a completely different team. Let's just do last year's team versus this year's team. Because
Okay,
2
no
years
problem.
ago, it's different. Because you remember, you also had Hartenstein. It was a whole different kind of
Narrative.
shebang.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
but this year's team defensively, and if you want, I can actually do content on that. If you want to compare the 2024 stretch, we could do that. But
Yeah.
let's keep it to where it is right now, because
Okay.
right now we got the number 1 defense in the last bunch of stretch of games.
Yes.
So you got to give the defense this year credit. Tibbs didn't do that last year with this group.
Yeah, but you got to understand, Tibbs didn't have the bench that Mike Brown has now.
Okay.
Remember, our bench was shaky, so that's why Tibbs didn't really trust nobody.
I agree with that. I
You
agree
know
with
what I'm
that.
saying? So just imagine if we would have had who we got now and the bench
Mhm.
under Tibbs. Maybe Jalen Brunson wouldn't have played as much as he did. Maybe Josh Hart. Maybe all of them wouldn't put all those minutes in if Tibbs would have had the same reserves that Mike Brown has right now.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I can't take away from that because I also asked that question about Tibbs with this roster. But go ahead.
Yeah, and my second thing is that game yesterday was poorly ref, bro.
That's a fact. That's why we're going there today. That's why I'm staying on the topic again. We got to
was
talk about it, bro.
Poorly ref. I'm talking about if people can say, "Oh, so what?" The third foul means a lot in the first quarter.
What? That changes the game.
It changed the whole dynamics. I got another problem with Mike Brown.
Go ahead.
What's up with my boy Kolek?
Okay.
Kolek has been consistent. When he gets minutes, he's very consistent. When he comes in as the garbage man and all that, it's not looking right. You get what I'm saying?
I got you, brother. Yo, listen. You from out of Long Island, you said, right?
Yeah, I'm originally from Brooklyn. Best I murdered with Lewis, but I bought a house out here in Long Island.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna put BK. You know, we can move. I don't live in Brooklyn no more either, but I still represent Kings County all day, every day.
All day,
great call.
No,
you all day, every day. But listen, great call. I got your number locked in, and I'm gonna address some of the things you said after.
If you would have cameras, you see that I'm in my man cave, and all I got is memorabilia in here.
Okay, big time. I appreciate you, fact check, Hank.
Hey, yo, you take it easy, and I appreciate your show, man. Let me tell you something. I've peeped a lot of them out. A lot of them don't make no sense, but you keep it on subject and on topic. You don't put your feelings behind it. You put a little bit of facts on it. You heard?
That all day, every day. All day, every day.
I watch these other teams, these other channels, and they just put in like all board TV. I don't agree with half of the stuff.
We ain't gotta shout nobody else out. No other channel names. I hear you, brother.
Okay, I see what that. My bad.
Yeah. We ain't gotta throw no negative light on nobody. But I hear where you're coming from.
Yeah,
I definitely hear where you're coming from.
I respect where you come from. I respect your insight. And keep it 100, man. I hope your shit blow up like the World Trade. You heard?
Your facts. I'm riding with that, man. Salute. BK all day, brother.
I definitely subscribe to you now.
Big time. I appreciate it.
All right, brother. You stay strong. Keep the Knicks love alive.
Of course. All day, every day.
One thing for your whole community. They hating on New York. They don't want us to win.
That's a fact. All right, brother. Salute.
Salute. Peace.
That was a great call. What's going on, caller? State your name. Where you calling from? Let me know where you calling from.
This is Al from New Jersey. We spoke a while back.
We did. We definitely did. I didn't save your number. My bad. Where we going, Al?
Good. I want to talk to the guy who you just finished talking about.
Okay.
Couple things. You said about the defense. I was a little bit. What's the word I want to use? I was, scared when the Knicks started this season, when they were scoring 140 points and giving up 130. I said back then in the beginning of the season that I didn't like the defense. As we transitioned to now and we went through the phase of the 2-9 and then roughly after that, the 15-2 or the 13-2, the change of the defense or whatever, whenever they had that players only meeting shows that.
Really quickly. I don't want to stop your bill, but just turn down the background because I can hear it bleeding in. Yeah, it's all good.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, just want to make sure you clear. And by the way, keep the calls coming, y'all. 646-995-8389. If I miss your call, I will call back because all of a sudden everybody must be on lunch break or something because y'all all calling now. But it's all good. We're gonna get everybody calling. So go ahead, brother.
Okay. Again, going back, now that the defense for the last 15 games, we were like, you're right. We're basically number one, and holding OKC to 100 or 103 points proves it. And even
100%.
And even prior games, they showed that as long as they have the effort, they're gonna have a good defense. Now, the other caller stated about that with Thibodeau, he didn't have a bench. Well, we had Shaman last year. He didn't use Shaman. We had Precious Achua, where 2 years ago prior to that, and he started like 20-something games when we had a whole front court loss.
Yeah.
He proved that he was at least an 18 and 10 producing, So I don't agree with that guy saying that Tibbs didn't have a bench. He had a bench. He just didn't want to use it. Okay.
Right.
That was my biggest biggest complaint about Tibbs. I also didn't want to get him fired because he got us to the Eastern Conference championship. So they could have either told us sit him down and said you got to play people or you're out, But having Mike Brown here, would you think that DOI will be getting the minutes that he's getting now? Do you think that Kolek will be getting the minutes that he's getting now?
No.
I mean, I don't agree with the guy's assessment that Tibbs didn't have a bench. He had a bench. He proved that he had a bench. He just didn't use it.
Good point.
Other than that, everything else is cool. Again, I watch you. I think you're doing good, and keep
Thank
it
you,
up.
family. Big time. I appreciate the call.
Take care.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Just to piggyback on what he said, because I kind of agree with both of them, because the bench this year is better than last year's bench. And I do think that this year we have more Tibbs-like guys like Alvarado, guys that he would play. I don't think he liked the guys that we had last year. And this is the reason why he got fired, because he wouldn't collaborate. All right. What's going on, Ty? Talk to me, brother.
Yo, fam.
How you feeling? Turn down the background before you cook. Turn down the background. I'm gonna let you get it in.
I'm gonna subscribe, because you know what? I'm not like everybody. I'm gonna subscribe. I'll be a little busy, but I wanted to chime in, man. First and foremost, man, I have a few points I want to make, and I'm not gonna be long-winded.
Okay.
Listen. When we're talking about Tibbs, this is one point everybody is missing. Right. Everybody.
Okay.
You gonna tell me if Tibbs had a year without Halliburton, without Cleveland with their second guys, with Boston, you telling me we wouldn't have a better record? You telling me we wouldn't be number one in the league with defense? You see that? You see that? We so lost. We so lost as a fandom. Mike Brown caters to us. As soon as we start barking, he want to pull in Alvarado. Well, you still don't pull out Kolek. Kolek still was producing, and he's a pass-first point guard, and he's bigger than Alvarado. I love Alvarado, but I'm saying you got to utilize your team. And at the end of the day, if you would have gave Tibbs this year against these other NBA players that wasn't playing, Halliburton ain't playing, Cleveland was dismantled. Who else? What's his name? From Boston, Tatum.
He's coming back though, but go ahead. I get you.
But think about it. You gonna give Tibbs that with our defense with Tibbs last year? Nah, bro. I definitely think we would have at least 10 or 15 more games, at least 10 more games under our notch of wins, man. And then we're talking about the refs didn't like us. The league is not dealing with us since Donahue and since we stole that pick with Pat Ewing. And we don't want to we don't want to face that. Like the refs are coming in, they coming in as a six man. And then Towns want to play soft and talk about, oh yeah, we all gotta come on, man. Get him. I want Towns gone, man. We should have brought in Giannis. He's sitting up there.
Towns gone. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, because listen, he was pouting the whole time when his name was in his trade rumors. Wasn't putting up 7 points, 6 points. Soon as the trade go away, now he want to start playing hard, but he's still soft as downy tissue. Man, I'm from New York. No, you can't. And now you look at Brunson. Brunson looked like a shell of himself. Brunson looked like a shell of. I don't know if he hurt or he just he checking out. He need another scorer. And Anunoby, I don't know. He picks and chooses when he wants to shoot. I'm telling you, Cleveland looks strong, and the way they handle Detroit, we're not looking good. I'm a die-hard Knickerbocker. We're not looking good. This is smoke and mirrors right now. I'm telling you. And to lose to OKC, we shouldn't have lost to them. So I just wanted to say that if you give Tibbs this year, we would have a better record, man. I personally think so. With the teams that was dismantled and hurt this year, I think we'd have a better record. Yeah.
I hear you, brother. You definitely was cooking on some points, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Big time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, family. All right, man. Okay.
Big time salute. I hear what they're saying about Tibbs. I mean, you could make an argument that he would do better, but I don't know if he really would, because the problem is the collaboration. And when you have drama and issues with players and front office people, like if you say, let's take away the drama, then he would still be here. There would be no Mike Brown. But you can't have Coach Tibbs without the drama. So that would be my slight pushback. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure I ain't miss nobody call, and I'm in order. Oh, I got a nice call. JJ, I'm coming to you. Joe, I'm coming to you. And keep the calls coming. We talk, we cook with hot grease. There's a lot going on today. Where we going, Angie? How you feeling?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. You know, last night I was very disappointed in the referees, but this morning I feel really good. But where we going, Angie?
Same here. I want to start out by, I'm real encouraged, even though, like you said, we were playing 7-on-5 last night, or 8-on-5. But I think this to me is just one tweak that I think will change the game for us, and it starts with two people, Coach Brown and Jalen Brunson, because at the end of the day, we are not going to a championship without recognizing that Cat is the most important player on our team in terms of matchups.
Right. I agree with that.
One of the things I keep remembering is in the beginning of the season, Cat was so honest and transparent, and he got
he was.
He got killed for it. He says, "I don't know my role. I don't know where I fit in." Because one thing I realized too about Coach Brown is every system he's been in, whether it was Cleveland or Golden State, the big man didn't have a big role, right?
Yeah,
so
that's a fact.
So he's in this even distribution system, right?
Right.
Where this doesn't work for us. This doesn't work for New York. So that's why you have Mikal taking 17 shots, OG taking 18 shots. Last night, Josh took 11 shots and Cat took 8.
Crazy.
How is that possible? That is on Coach Brown.
Yes, it is.
That's on Coach
Angie,
Brown.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And that's on
I appreciate
Brunson.
that. Go ahead. Sorry.
Right. That's on Coach Brown, and that's on Brunson. Yeah. Cat is not fighting for position and things of that nature. But guess what, Brown? We paying you what, $9 million a year? Coach, do your job. You got to make sure Cat touched the ball. You have to make sure that's what you're getting paid for. Oh, guess what? What we can do is evenly distribute your paycheck among all the coaches, since you into this even distribution, and Mikal can take 18 shots and you okay with Cat taking 8. I mean, we have wings guarding Cat all game, and you're telling me as a coach that's being paid $9 million, you can't figure out how to make sure Cat touched the ball at least every other time we go down the court. There's no way. And I just want to say this too. Diawara, he started out good. Okay, you making the right adjustments and bring Diawara in. Diawara changes the game. I mean, he brings so much more. You can, like I said, Mikal, if he's on. If Josh is on, but you got Diawara. Why are you? He sat him like the whole second half pretty much after he came in and produced. So I don't know, Coach Brown. I'm just so done with him. But if he can get to the point where he understands Cat is the most important. Yeah, Brunson is the most talented, but we're not going nowhere if Cat don't take more shots than what he's taking, and he's not included.
Angie,
and he's included in the game.
Great call, Angie. You cooking. I agree with everything you said. Big time salute, Angie.
All right, thank you. And last thing, Tibbs, we don't need Tibbs. No, Tibbs, no.
Right,
we don't need Tibbs.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to address that. Yeah, I've been taking notes on that. Yeah, we got to address.
All right, thank you.
All right,
Hit
Angie.
those likes, everybody. Hit those likes if you're in there.
Man, you read my mind. Hit them likes. Like Angie said, we got to get the likes. I appreciate you, Angie.
All right, you be good. All right, bye-bye.
All right. Listen, I got a lot of calls. All right, but we got to get the likes up. We still not at the 100 like mark. What are we doing? Tugboat Taylor, I see you in the chat. Big time salute to my man, Tugboat Taylor. Let me tell you something. That Knicks Tape Madness Discord server be on fire. And if you are a channel member, you need to get inside that Discord server, man. You are missing out. Okay. Oh, I see my man Fat Check Heck in the building too. Big time. Keep smashing that like button. All right. We on the road to 300 likes, but we got to cross the 100 like threshold first, okay? And if I miss your call, I'm calling back. So be prepared to answer. I know some of you guys are at work, and if you are at work and you can't call in, you can always send in a donation. I will treat your donation in place of a phone call as well. And continue to subscribe. All right. A lot of you guys are not subscribed, like the brother just said. He said, you know what? I'm gonna subscribe. Do like that, brother. because we know that you watching in the last 28 days, 60+% of our viewers are not subscribed. So we have to continue to subscribe to the channel. All right. It helps grow the channel, and we're on the road to 10,000. And yes, once we get there, we will give away this rookie Jalen Brunson trading card. Right? No phone numbers, no emails, no hula hoops. Okay. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel. Okay. Okay. Ooh, I got a call back. Hold on. I got to get this call back. Hold on. Randy. Hold on, Randy. Wait, Randy, did you call? Hold on. Let me see if this is Randy right here. Hold on. Let me see if this is him. Is this Randy? I think this is Randy. Let's see if he answers. 646-995-8389. I don't see a call, Randy. If you're not answering, I think this is you, but you're not answering. So look, call back. I get you on the line. But I could have sworn I got your. Hold on, Randy. Hold on. I'm gonna do you so because I appreciate the call back. By the way, if you want to know what Randy did, this is what he did. All right. He hit the Cash App and he said he wanted to call back, but I don't remember him calling. Let's see. Because I could have sworn I got your number saved. But I think that's you. So just call back. I think I know exactly who you are because I remember you. So just call back. And then once I see the call, I get you on. All right. But I do got to get my man JJ in the building. All right. I see some Knicks Tape Madness Discord server in the building. But that's what you could do if you do want to call back if you called already. Hello? Hey, what's going on, JJ?
Yo, what's good, brother? How we feeling, man?
Hey, man, listen, we cooking with a hot grease, and I need to know what's going on. What's your thoughts? Where are we going?
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's who he is. Okay, I got you ready. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm honestly, I thought I would be less frustrated about last night, but you know, the following day today. But I'm actually more pissed off than I was last night.
Go ahead, let's go.
And you know, part of the reason, yeah, I'm still like tossing. Yeah, and I'm also even more angry because they came out with the report, whatever you call it, 2-minute report, whatever they call that, and they said the play where it looked like it should have been a charge on SGA, they said that was the right call. They say Brunson didn't give SGA an opportunity to avoid the contact, which is some BS.
Yeah, I know.
It's just, I mean, there's no way, I don't know. I don't even know what to say about that. Them agreeing with the refs.
You know what it is? I give them that, but why can't you give, why you didn't call it on SGA then? Like, all right, you called the charge on OG, then fine, all right. So why you didn't call
they're saying the one where it should have been a charge.
Yeah.
Where Brunson took the charge, they said that was the right call. That was not a charge.
See, and that is see, that's what I'm saying. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I interjected. My bad.
Nah, I'm with you. It's cap. How can they come out with the report and say Brunson didn't give him an opportunity to avoid the contact? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know how you can look at that and say that was the right non-call. That's
crazy. You know what? I think I got that clip too. I'm gonna play that after your call. Go ahead.
Please, yeah, please, yeah. So listen, I want to say one thing. A lot of the fans are saying, "Oh, you know, if we had Mitch, blah blah blah." Mitch is not Giannis. He's not Jokic. And let me keep it real about OKC. They didn't have Jalen Williams. The all-star Jalen Williams, not the other 100%. Jalen Williams.
Not the other one,
They also, right, not the mediocre Jalen Williams.
Yeah, not to be confused.
Caruso, right, facts. Caruso and Hardenstein left the game with injury, right? And they were also missing their stud young player, AJ Mitchell. So let's just keep it a buck, you know? Like their injuries were more impactful players than ours. You know, so... And I like Mitch. I know he can, you know, impact the team, but they were missing a lot more than we were. I'm just saying,
don't forget Deuce. I know Deuce ain't on that level. I'm
not
gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there.
But even if you throw in, Deuce, those four, I'll take those four over Mitch and Deuce.
Nah, that's a
You know what I'm
fact.
saying? Hey, I just try to keep it fair and honest. And
Right.
yeah, so I'm still frustrated though. I see the news about Tatum. All good. We'll
Yeah.
eliminate them just like we did last year. They'll choke again. So I'm not really
100%.
sweating it.
Yeah, I'm
really
not sweating that either, but it is something to talk about. It is something
Oh
to
yeah, for
address.
sure. Yeah,
And
good for
I'm a deep
him.
dive. I'm a deep dive that a little bit later as well.
Where no, good for him. It's pretty miraculous. Hopefully he stays healthy, and then hopefully we can beat him again, send him home again. You know what I'm saying?
I think if we face them, I think that will be the case. That will be the case, man.
I
But
think so too, man. I think so too.
Damn, I wanted to ask you something. I forgot. It's all good. It's all good. Thank you,
All right,
JJ.
brother,
I
all
appreciate
good.
you, brother.
I'll see you in the Discord tomorrow, brother.
Oh yeah, 100%. Let's go.
Yeah. All right, man. Peace,
All right, salute. Yeah, what he's referring to, because like when we have games, man, that's when the Discord become live. I mean, it's a 24/7 chat, so you could go in there right now and chat if you want. But when there's games, that's when we really cook. I just want to show y'all the play, and then I'm gonna Ty, I'm gonna get you back on the line. Look at that. They said that he didn't give SGA the opportunity to dribble or to make the move, whatever the stupid excuse they made. The brother started the attack from the three-point line. Well, he caught a pass. I guess he did catch the pass on the inside, but he still barreled into the guy. I don't know. What do y'all think about that? They saying that he didn't give him the opportunity to gather. I think that's a whole bunch of crap, and the league are trying to cut their track, cover their tracks. Anyway, let me get out of there. Hold on. Let me get my man back on the line who called. I think this is him who sent in the cash app. But you keep the calls coming. If I miss your call, I will call you back. I know I'm backed up on calls. Got a lot of great calls left. What's going on? You had the call back, right?
Yeah.
Got you. I knew. I thought it was another number because there's a lot of people calling, but I got you. As long as I got you, we good.
Yeah,
Where we going, brother?
No. This is gonna be real short, man. I hear y'all talking about Tibbs, and him not getting along with the players. But
right.
Can we look at Towns' production under Tibbs? Can we look at Jalen's production under Tibbs with the same record? Mm-hmm. See, we worried about the Discord, no pun intended, but with the team, with the coach. But he was getting the best out of Towns. Towns had a little bit more dog in him last year. I don't know what this is this year players take on the personality of the coach. Tibbs was no nonsense, and that's the way the Knicks played last year. We're talking about why we beat Boston last year because Towns was a dog last year. He was a dog. Brunson was the clutch. Is Brunson the clutch player this year? No. All of that progress came up under Tibbs. So what? The coach is rough and hard-nosed. So what? Mikal Bridges talking about Iron Man. So you shouldn't complain about being ran in the ground under Tibbs. And then I believe if you would have gave Jordan Clarkson and you would have gave Tibbs some of these other players, he probably would have used them because we was on his head about that. But I just want y'all to look at the production under Tibbs, from Karl-Anthony Towns to Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson got the award under him for Clutch Player of the Year. He's not getting that this year. Karl-Anthony Towns was averaging 24.4 points last year. He's under 20 points this year. Come on, y'all. Let's make it make sense, man. Where's our dogs at? That's all I call back to say. We can't make it like what? We can't make
really
it like
quickly.
Top. Go ahead.
Really quickly, I actually agree with that point, and that's why I'm like in the middle of both our sides because I see the strengths of Tibbs, and I'm not going to deny it, because I think he is a good coach. But see, you may not agree with this part of my take. I think they're on the same level, just different coaches. They do things differently. Brown is for guards and like wings and stuff like that, and Tibbs is more defense, and he can get his big guy involved. Like he's more star. Oriented. But he knows how to deal with star players like Derrick Rose and stuff.
Right. But so wouldn't that benefit us since we got two stars, like the young lady said? Why are we not running it through Karl-Anthony Towns? He's a star. He's a star. He playing on Broadway. I
agree.
Bodega, come on, Bodega. Like, where is he at, fam? Where is he at? Like, honestly speaking, you're right. There's two similar coaches, but one thing about the difference between them, one is a little softer when it comes to entertaining each other, the player's personality, and the other one's a little bit more hard-nosed.
That's a good one too. Yep.
Yeah, because I believe that if Tibbs had Karl Anthony Towns playing the way he played last year, and Jalen Brunson playing the way he played last year against no Boston with no Tatum, no Cleveland with no second player, no Halliburton. Come on. We got to be honest with ourselves. That's what I want to say, bro. I don't got nothing to say about it because you're right, though. They're both similar coaches. I just think one is a little bit more hard-nosed with the players, man.
Right.
That's it. Yeah.
Bingo. Right. That's why I can see it from both sides. That's why I was trying to unify us. Like, bam. We really kind of agree, but there's different ways of looking at it. But all right, big time.
Let me ask you one more question.
And
I want all New York to know, do we really honestly believe in the Eastern Conference Finals, with the way Cat and Brunson is playing, we gonna win? Can we be honest with ourselves?
Ooh.
We already playing against the refs. This is not Clutch Brunson this year, Clutch Player of the Year. This is not Karl Anthony Towns averaging 25 this year. He's averaging under 20. He's averaging under 20 points. But the difference is he his double doubles is up.
Right.
Yeah.
He looks like Sabonis, doesn't he? Yo, right, big time salute, brother.
Right,
Thank you for the support, brother.
Yep.
All right. Hey, he looked like Sabonis, yo. Like, that's real talk. That's exactly how Towns look. So I get where the Coach Tibbs people are coming from, you know? Like Tibbs, I think would give a different result. I think they're the same level. I can't say either it's better than the other. They both ain't never win no damn championship. So where would I be like trying to make one over the other? But I do think they both have their pros and cons. And one of the pros from Tibbs is Towns would be a monster right now. That is a fact. But I have no doubt in my mind that if Tibbs was coaching, Towns would be that dude. I agree with that part of what he's saying. Yep, 100%. Let me see. I got to get my man. I got JJ on the line. Hold on. There's another caller I got to get on the line. Let's see, my man. Hold on. Maxine was sending me some. Kind of threw me off. No, I got to get who is that? Oh man. Let me see if this person to answer. Joe, if you there, I'm coming to you next, Joe. And then Rock, I got you. All right, let that be the order. Oh, damn, my man Randall called. Okay, cool. I got kind of an order. I got kind of an order. Let's see if this brother answers. Hopefully he does. If not, I keep him pushing. Because I do try to call back at least once. What's going on, brother? Hey Trey, I tried to get you back, brother. Where we going, man? Queens in the building. Let's go.
Oh, my boy, what's good? Okay, last time I was you had a caller who brung up Kolick and the non-use of Kolick and this, that, and the third. Listen, the way Alvarado came through, the assists, those steals, the tempo, Kolick just gonna have to just wait. I don't know when. Mike Brown.
Facts.
Yeah, I just don't know when. Sometimes it's tough like that. You know what I'm saying? It's tough. Back to that caller though, he was talking about like, yo, you should see my man cave. You should see me. And he took like so long to get off the phone, he was irritating me. So I had to turn off for a minute. But I'm back. All right, so now Mike Brown, yo, for the first time, I was proud of Mike Brown. I didn't like how the refs was calling the fouls and not calling fouls. And Mike Brown, in his own way, that was his way of saying the refs did a bad job, but he wanted to deduct that fine. So I was actually proud of Mike Brown for the first time this season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I like that because his players felt like that. And in his own corny way, he did a good corny job. So, you know, I've been hard on Mike Brown pause like for the past couple weeks. But, you know, I like that. I like the fact that we played defense like Tibbs was there. We was trying. We was aggressive. I like that. What else, man? Damn, I be smoking a lot. So by the time I get through, sometime I done forgot 90% of what I wanted to say. Yo, what was the last topic that you was on?
Well, there was a couple of things. We talked about Tatum is back. Tatum's going to play on Friday.
How you feel about that?
It's too early for me to. I don't even know. The news just came out. I'm gonna do a deep dive on that because I gotta see all the information. It's a little weird to me because you don't normally come back that fast of Achilles. Like that's
they said 10 months. And
that's crazy.
Yeah. And I would hate for him to ruin it because he's gonna be he's a Hall of Famer possibly already, but he could be a possible best Celtic ever type of talk.
I don't.
100%.
Yeah. So as of right now, Bird and Paul Pierce, he got big shoes to fill if he want to be the best Celtic. But damn, don't rush it. But I sure would like to see him hoop. If he good,
Yeah,
I'd like to see him
facts.
cook. You know,
That's a
just not
miracle, brother.
right. And if he's not 100% and it don't affect the Knicks and we can still run through the Celtics, I ain't mad. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
ain't
saying?
worried about it. Trust me, I ain't worried about it. I ain't. Trust me. The defense is too, like, we saw it in that last Celtic game that we could stop them. Like,
Yes.
we know we got the ingredients to slow down their offense.
And our defense is even more intense now with this Alvarado kid, because even when he's not on the floor, I'm seeing people trying to mimic him. I'm seeing Jalen Brunson doing a little try to hide and then go steal a rock.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing it. I like that. So Kolek, man, you a good left-handed kid, but you're just gonna have to take the L for right now and just stay ready. You know what I'm saying? Yo, listen, man.
Great point.
When I remember whatever the hell else, you know, I'm gonna smoke one and get my memory back, and I'm gonna call you back.
All right, big
All
time.
right, Brose. Hold it down.
I appreciate it. All right.
All right.
Salute to him. He actually was waiting the longest to get on. So I feel him. Because it was just so many calls. I'm doing the show. I'm trying to get some of the early people who I missed. Hopefully my man Joe can answer too. But I'm glad he answered the Kolek part, because I was going to respond with that. Like, nah, dog. Like, we did the trade because Kolek's not ready, right? Maybe next year. He's still under contract. He got time. Let's not rush him along. But right now, we need Jose.
What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, Joe, man? I had to get you. I know it's been a minute. Where we going?
Well, first, I know we were talking about OG with the call, but I didn't like the Jalen charge either, man.
Right, I played it.
Yes, man.
They said that he didn't give SGA enough time to catch the.
I didn't like that explanation at all. That wasn't. There's no way that's in the rule book. Listen,
no.
Jalen had his feet set. He was set. He had his ground. He got hit. He got knocked over. Offensive foul. That's our ball. End of story. I don't know what the hell was going on last night. Excuse me. But, dude, like, these refs really got it to us last night, man. I can't believe it. They really took it from us. But, no, I kind of want to disagree with the caller that just called a little bit. But
okay.
I don't know if you caught there was a play that Jalen had a cat, and we got the lead and made it 83-79. I thought that was some great two-man play, and I feel like was great blueprint that we can use for the playoffs, like plays like that. So I don't think it's all doom and gloom when it comes to Jalen and Cat. I think they can work together, and I think we're starting to see the beginning of a blossoming, really good two-man game, and it's really going to be good in the playoffs. But anyway, that was just one thing that I kind of disagree with. But another thing I want to talk with, about, if we had Mitch, it wouldn't matter. I disagree with that totally as well. When we have Mitchell Robinson, there's a lot of different flow on the court when it comes to defense.
Okay, I like that.
It is like night and day when he's on the floor. So we really need to keep Mitch on the floor. That's my other point. But I did agree when they said that Tibbs was a bad coach, whoever said that, because I do agree that Tibbs was a bad coach. I didn't like his coaching at the end in the playoffs when he wouldn't play DeLon Wright and he wasn't playing Shamet or Huck Porty. All these guys could have helped us versus the Pacers, and he didn't want to put them in. So I don't like him, so I'm glad we got rid of him. With Mike Brown, I don't know, man. I'm not going to be the first to say it, but what if Mike Brown is the guy? What if he does take us to a championship? And what if we do win? All this rhetoric about him not being the guy, it doesn't matter. We won. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Mike Brown could be the guy for us, man. I mean,
he could be.
He might not look like it right now,
right?
But I mean, hey, if he takes
but his confused looks on the side. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I agree. Sometimes he's looking crazy. He does.
He look confused out there, like what's going on?
When he's smiling, laughing, I'm looking at him like, yo, you looking like a goofball right now. But right now, I'm just thinking, it's like we still got to take the training wheels off this thing, man. Once he does, and he's got the reins, and we're going. I think we could go very far. And what if he is the guy? What if he is, Santa Claus on the sleigh? Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
no, I got you. I got you.
One more thing before you let me go. I just want to say, Tatum coming back. If you don't mind me talking about Tatum real quick. I just want to say, when he comes back, I don't think he's going to be very good. I think he's going to be a shell of himself. So I don't think there's much to worry about with that. But that's all I want to say. Thanks for taking my call, man.
Big time. No doubt. Salute. That's my man, Joe. The only thing I would get pushback on is Tibbs is a bad coach. I don't think Tibbs is a bad coach. Continue to smash that like button, though. I got a lot more calls. Oh, big time salute to Chosen and loving it. She says, Cat surrendered to Brown's system. Big problem. What do you think? Ooh, I like that. That's a great question. Has he surrendered to the Brown system? Big problem. You know what? I agree with that. I think he's surrendered. I do think that he surrendered, and I'm going to clarify what I mean. But let's continue to get the likes up while I respond to Chosen and loving its comment. I think that I played the interview just now, right? I played that interview where he was talking about the game. I don't like Cat's. I don't want to say beta because I really don't believe in the alpha beta stuff. I think that, you know, some people have certain personality traits that others don't, but then in other areas they can shine and be alpha. So I don't really like that stuff. I mean, I use it just to like as a descriptor, but not as something that I really believe is valuable. But one thing I think that Cat doesn't have is that number one mentality of me. And I think that you need to have that to be great in this league. That's why I like Wemby a lot. Like if I was a player fan, I'm not a fan of players. I support all the players. I want to see them all win. I'm just not against the Knicks if they're not on the Knicks. But let me tell you something. You got to have that I'm it mentality where I'm changing things around. And I feel like Cat does not do that. And that's why, like the brother who called up earlier saying, yo, we need to feature Cat. We need to do this with Cat. And I'm like, well, Cat needs to call for the damn ball. That's half the battle there. Call for the ball. Make yourself a target. He doesn't do that enough. But because like she says, you know, Brown's system is not catered for big guys who are dominant. You know, Sabonis had some good years, but Sabonis got a lot of his stuff off the glass too. The same way, that's why I laughed earlier and I was saying, well, it looks like Sabonis out there. He does look like Sabonis out there. And I think that Cat needs to be featured in ways that they're not featuring him. And he's not like to what she's saying, he's not pushing up to be like, hey, I need this. I thought they were playing slow. Remember the stretch he had when he had 5 straight 20-point games? I thought that they were doing that on purpose. Then Mike Brown gets on there and goes, we need to play at a faster pace. I'm like, huh? And I felt like that message was subliminally for Towns. We talked about that. And so, you know, Cat has to show more ferocity or ferocity, be more ferocious and be more like, I'm that dude, yo. Like, I am him. He shows it. He has it. Like, he dunks the ball. He flexes on you. You know, that's all, you know, attitude, ego that is important to have for a great player. I just feel like he neglects it. And I need to see more from Big Bodega Cat. But what do you think about that? I think that's a great statement. He surrendered to the system. He's not trying to defy the system or to redefine the system. These are things that you have to do, in my opinion, as a great player in this league, all right? Keep the calls coming. If I miss your call, you could always call, you know, I will call you back. And if you have been on the line, you could always call back. All right, that option is available. You can send the Cash App, okay? You can send in the Super, whatever you desire. If you would like to call back, just to let you guys know, everybody gets 3 minutes. You hear that, let's go, until the end buzzer, all right? So I got to get some more missed calls in the building. Let's see if hopefully these people answer. I am calling back, okay? Got a lot to talk about today, man. Damn, today is a crazy day. Crazy day. Let's see if he answers. What's going on, Rock?
Hey, what's up, bro?
ATL. Hey, man, look, we got a lot going on, man. Where we going, man? You got to tell me where we going.
Let's go. I agree with you. As far as Cat's concerned, yeah, he might have surrendered, but at some point, whether it's in the playoffs or a game where everybody's locked up, I hope he can adapt that alpha personality where he says, "Give me the ball, give me the damn ball," and when he got a favorable matchup, because everybody might be in a stupor at some point, and sometimes somebody needs to scream at everybody else to shake them out of it, and they can start
100%.
doing the work. That's necessary. Always, whoever's at the top of the food chain in the league, any sports league, they believe they're the best player on earth, man. And you got to have that confidence within you.
Yep.
And we've been kind of bashing Mike Brown for a while, man. But I have to say though, if Tibbs is here, man, Diawara and Shamet, they wouldn't have got the development that they're getting right now.
Hell no. Hell no.
Because historically, he doesn't have a history of playing his bench players. And Diawara wouldn't got no like being a rookie.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm not to say he's a bad coach, but like you said, they're both good in their own way. So, but I'm more so going to lean towards Brown.
Right.
Because we need bench play in the finals, and we see what happened last season when our starting lineup was breaking down with injuries. But,
right. No reinforcements, right?
Right. And then you throw them out there, they ain't got no time on the floor, so they're kind of shaky, wobbly. They're not confident. So, they can't apply themselves and apply their skills onto the floor. They need that time. Right. So, listen with anybody. You don't ask a baby to walk. Just stand up and walk. He has to practice first. He has to some falls, some rolls, or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. 100%.
Yeah. Also, I'll tell you what you think of this lineup. I'm not even talking about this season, because I think Diawara this season getting some shine, and then over the summer when he develops, I like if we still have the same team intact. I think this will be a formidable team on the floor, man, as far as the bench concerned. GTA. Mm-hmm. Deuce, Diawara, Shamet, and Mitch. This is with Diawara being a little bit more experienced and sure of himself.
You said Shamet, Diawara, Mitch, and who else?
And Deuce, and GTA.
Ooh, okay.
That's a nice little formidable bench, I think.
That's a nice lineup. That's a nice lineup. I take that.
I believe at that point, Diawara will have more confidence dribbling and creating for others at that point, as well as still being a mark from downtown.
I got you, brother.
Yeah, that's all I had to say, bro.
All right, big time. I appreciate you, Rock, man. I appreciate your support. Have a good one, brother. If I don't hear back from you.
You too.
Big time. It's my man Rock from the ATL. I like that lineup. That bench lineup that he just presented is facts. I'm sorry, I just was responding to Maxine about something. My bad, y'all. Kind of took my concentration. Something important. Randall, I'm coming to you in a second. Give me 2 seconds. There's another brother who. Okay, I got you. So if I miss your call, I'm calling back. All right, because the lines was jammed. The lines definitely was jammed. Hopefully these people could answer. We're talking about a lot.
Yeah.
What's going on, Johnny? Where we going, brother?
Kid? This is where we going, all right? For all you Tibbs lovers out there, man.
Uh-oh.
Can we please cut it out? Can we stop it? First of all, Tibbs was running no offense, okay? No offense. His offense was a Jalen Brunson offense. Very predictable, very easy. Double team him. No, he ain't passing the ball. I mean, it is what it is. Reason why he got fired, and I was calling for his head 2-3 years prior. Okay? 2-3 years prior, he should have been fired. Mm-hmm. Right. Number one, reason why he had to go is you cannot be up 17 points with 4 minutes and 36 seconds left and lose the game. That means you have no clock management. You do not understand clock management. There's not even enough possessions for the Pacers to get back in the game. But guess what? What he was doing, he was trying to keep up a fast pace with the Pacers, which is not needed when you're up by 17.
That's a fact.
Jalen Brunson shouldn't have even been in the game because we don't need offense. We need defense. We need stops. And Jalen Brunson is a cone. So if you're up by 17 points with 4 minutes left, why do you need Jalen Brunson? Why do you need him in there? He should have been on the bench chilling. We need stops. We need the Shamit in there. We need DeLon Wright in there. We don't need a 6-foot cone. I mean, I'm not all respect to Brunson. Put him in there, but you don't need to rush him back. There's no need to rush him back in there. First, and then another bad mistake. Now it goes down. You're down by 9 points with 46 seconds left. You're up by 9 points with 46 seconds left.
I know what you meant. Yeah, ahead.
I mean, all right, come on now. How many possessions is that? That's 2 possessions.
Yeah.
That's a 2-possession game if you're managing the clock. That game was straight clock management. You cannot lose. You cannot be up 17 points. I mean, we were the first team to ever do it in basketball history.
It's crazy.
The first team to ever do that, to lose a game 17. We got clowned. 17 points and 4 minutes left, and you lose the game? Listen, man, that was the camel. That's the straw that broke the camel's back. He had to go. He doesn't understand clock management. I'm not saying Brown is the best. I didn't want Brown. I mean, word in the I would have went for Taylor Jenkins. Did you see what he did with Memphis with nothing but draft picks and Ja Morant gun-toting and all that? He was still a #1 seed for 2-3 years.
I say that's
true. And I'm gonna go because I heard the thing, but I'm just saying, even when Ja Morant went out of Memphis Grizzlies, they inserted Tobias Harris, and they were still a #1 seed. So I mean, I would have went for Taylor Jenkins. I'm just saying, man, Tibbs had to go. I mean, Tibbs is a coach who coaches for a job. He doesn't coach to win a championship. You'll always give Tibbs a job because he'll get you to the playoffs. He'll get you to the playoffs. But that's where it ends. He's a first-round exit or a second round. Another information stat for you, before he came to the Knicks, he was 34-48 in the playoffs.
Yeah, he was under 5. I know. I agree that he had to go, brother. I appreciate you, Johnny. Great point. I do agree with that point. He definitely had to go.
He had to go.
To the Knicks fans that don't realize that, I don't know what to tell y'all, man. But
you ain't really know no ball. You don't really know. You don't even know what you're watching. You're not paying attention to detail. He had to go. It's just what it is. He had to go.
Big time salute.
My man.
He has some strong takes, but he is right about Tibbs having to go. I would just say for a different reason, more so than just his ability. But once they want a guy who could collab. They want Mike Brown, somebody who could collab. Tibbs wasn't listening to them. That's why they put the threats out, and there was rumors that there was ultimatums and all that stuff because he wasn't cooperating with these guys. All right. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Let me get my man Randall on. Then I'm gonna get to the other call. All right. Keep the calls coming. 646-995-8389. I am making callbacks too, but if you do want to call, you definitely can. Hold on. The line is jammed, boy. Y'all calling today. I like it. And while we taking these calls, continue to smash that like button. All right? We got to get the likes up. What's going on, Randall?
Hey,
where we going, brother? Hey, man, that's a lot, man. This show became a Coach Tibbs show. I didn't even anticipate us spending this much time on Coach Tibbs. Where you want to go, though?
Okay, I'm going to say this about Coach Tibbs. Coach Tibbs is a good coach. He can get you to the playoffs, but he is not a championship level coach. He's not going to get you to the winning the title.
Right.
He's too stubborn, and I'm going to say another thing about Tibbs also. Last season, our defense dropped last year.
Yes, it did.
Now, Tibbs is supposed to be this defensive guru.
Mm-hmm.
Now, The last time I would say the Knicks was really good defensively under Tibbs was 2 years ago when we first got OG.
That's a different team, though. That's what I was trying to tell the other brother earlier. Like that, you can't make that comparison.
We went from being a maybe top 15 to top 20 defense to being a top 5 defense
100%.
that year.
That year, yep.
But last year, the defense dropped. That was one knock against Tibbs right there.
Yep.
Then we get to the Eastern Conference Finals. The mistakes he made in that first game, oh my God. Then game 2 of the ECF. He didn't wait to really make adjustments to the third game.
Yeah.
That's a no-no. He should have made adjustments in game 2. Okay, we lost game 1. Game 2, first game, we could have still won the series if he would have made the proper adjustments in game 2.
Yep.
But now one thing now, has Mike Brown made mistakes? Yes.
Of course.
But I will say this. Mike Brown has done a very good job of incorporating the bench.
Good point.
He's done a very good job of incorporating the bench. Because if Tibbs was still here, Diarra wouldn't have been playing. Diarra wouldn't be playing.
No.
I'm
curious to know. Do you think that Yabu would have been playing for Coach Tibbs? I'm curious to know if he would have. You don't think so?
No, his defense ain't that good. No,
it's not.
Because if you don't play defense, you're not getting on the floor.
No.
Now, I mean, Brunson plays, but hell, I mean, he's an all-star.
But Brunson plays defense though. He's not on the ball defensive. See, people look at defense like on the ball. But he plays defense because he draws charges. He's a below the rim defender.
Right.
Okay. Go ahead.
Now, let me tell you something. Tibbs is still here. Clarkson, I don't even think he probably would have been on the team. I don't think Clarkson would have been here.
I don't know, because he does like bucket. I don't know. That's an interesting one, but I appreciate you, Randall, man. Great call, brother.
Anytime,
big time salute.
Man.
All right. Salute. Man, Randall was he had some good points. He was cooking. I do got another call back. Once again, if y'all get triggered, that's my next sound. I'm gonna get the trigger joint. I'm gonna do something cool for that because, like my man D from LA say, he's like, yo, man, I was triggered. So look, if you are triggered, you could always call back, right? But you gotta send in a donation. That is the rule. So my man Ty, he's calling back, right? I don't put a limit on the callbacks either. So if somebody really triggering you, send that, super, and you can get right back on. But he has some more that he wants to say. Let's see where he wants to go. Hopefully there you go, brother. You want the call back, so let's go, brother. I'm riding with you, man. Let's go.
Listen. They talk. So my man before the last caller, both of them talking about Tibbs. Tibbs ain't this. Tibbs ain't that. I'm not saying Tibbs is the greatest coach, but if you don't allow Derrick Rose to get hurt, where would he took them Bulls to, and put LeBron career in jeopardy? That's one. Two. Okay. We want to talk about the defense, how it fell off last year. My man just called. Where was Mitchell Robinson? He was hurt for the majority of portion of the year, came back and got re-injured again. This year he's healthy. Let's like at the end of the day.
It's a good point.
Stop. Listen, man. We got to look at what it is. Y'all acting like he didn't take us to the Eastern Conference Finals. He took us to the Eastern Conference Finals. But at some point, ball players, for my man who told about we don't know basketball, the coach can't get out there and dribble the ball for you. Where your dogs at? Where your superstars at? Halliburton and Barrett, this one-on-one, mano-a-mano, this is basketball, man. I played, man. This is basketball. So at the end of the day, the X's and O's at the end of the day got to end up going out the window. Okay? Dog on dog. Don't sit up here and act like Tibbs could have got out there and did it for them. Oh, this guy. First of all them players get paid the money to be on the floor that amount of time they get on that floor. So if you're a bench player like Diawara would have played under Tibbs because he played defense. He's a 3-and-D. He played defense and he played offense. And he tall. So at the end of the day, they gotta make it make sense. Tibbs, I'm not saying he wasn't a good. Mike Brown, what? He got 2 Coach of the Years, right? 2 Coach of the Years.
Yeah.
Where did he take his teams to with the 2 Coaches of the Year? Did he get out the first round? Did he get out the second round? But you don't get Tibbs the Coach of the Year. But where he take his team to? 2 teams to be exact. The Bulls and the Knicks went to the Eastern Conference Finals. Stop playing out here, man. Stop playing, man. And Tibbs was coaching a young baby Bulls team going against LeBron James. Come on, y'all. Let's make it make sense. The Knicks lost last year to the Pacers because the Pacers had more heart. You got Halliburton there throwing a choke symbol up like he's a throwback Reggie Miller. Get out of here, man. Eventually, the X's and O's got to get out the window, and you got to play ball, man. It's ball, man. Come on, man. You don't sit up there and look at what was his name? The tall dude from Indiana. He was Miles Turner.
Siakam. Turner too. Yeah, okay.
They was killing us.
100%.
Killing us. So that's what I wanted to say. My man talking about Tibbs was not a bad coach. He was just no.
I agree with that part too. He's not a bad coach.
No, and Leon Rose and them, they in the bed with Mike Brown. They wanted somebody who would appease to them, and it's showing on the court, guys. I'm going.
Bingo. Yo, great call. Great call back, Ty. Anytime you feel triggered, man, keep cooking, brother.
Copy, fam.
Big time. So you see me like I'm the objective fan, right? I see both sides of the argument. He's making some great points. Some of the stuff he said is what I said last year, right? Because the bench was hurt last year. The bench definitely was hurt. A lot of people forget that part when they talk about him not using the bench. And then to double down on the Coach Tibbs side, he did use the bench the years back. Go look at the minutes before last year and look at the bench. The only time you seen somebody getting minutes like that was that Julius Randle that 1 year with Alfred Payton, and they went to the playoffs that time. Outside of that, Tibbs does use his bench. Let me give both of y'all sides some clarity. This is what happened. Tibbs did not like the bench that Leon brought. And the front office was upset over that. They were tight. Like, you ain't going to play the guys. We got these guys for you. You don't want to use them. That was a part of the dissension. And that was the beginning of the downfall. And then some of the players, not Towns, not Brunson, not Hart, but some of these other guys did not like Tibbs. All right? And they went into that meeting and they said, look, one of them said, I don't think I could play for this guy next year. That's what was said in the meeting. So that's why Tibbs was fired. Tibbs was not fired because he was a bad coach. I'm just letting y'all know that. He was not fired because he was a bad coach. He was fired because, and Dolan told you one of the reasons. He don't collaborate. They want somebody who comes to them with the game plan before the game and says, this is what I'm going to do so you won't be surprised. That's what they got in Mike Brown. Now, on the other side, on the Mike Brown side, I think Mike Brown is better for what they want. Tibbs is a good I can't say either one of them are better than the other because you could argue for either resume. Mike Brown won 66 games 1 year. He went to the finals, right? You could argue all that stuff, all right? Tibbs side, you could argue, he had more wins, right? You can argue on both sides. Then you could look at Tibbs and say he didn't win in the. That's why I just stay in the middle. I'm the objective fan. I have no axe to grind. I'm on the Knicks side. I want to win the championship. So yes, while I think Tibbs was a good coach, he had to go. Sorry. You can't lose the locker room. And then you can't have the front office at war with you. You're going to get fired. Like, that's the recipe to get fired. That's why he was gone. Had he collaborated more or yielded to the players a little bit more, he still would have his job. Now, we're going to find out this year who was right. Because the guy who no one talked about this show is Leon Rose. He's the one that's making the decisions. And he is on my personal hot seat, not Dolan's. Because a lot of y'all get it twisted when I say hot seat, like he gonna get fired. He's not getting fired, no. But he's on my hot seat because he told me our singular focus is, see that? Yeah, we got to start talking about Leon Rose and hot seats. If we go to the second round, you could blame Mike Brown if you want to, but I'm going up to the highest step on the ladder because it's a collaboration. So the result of the collaboration needs to be what they promised. You can't regress after firing Tibbs. Can't do it. We're not going to tolerate a second round exit this year and say we're going to be back next year because they know and I know that that's cap. This team and your favorite Knicks will be up out of here. On boats, planes, automobiles, gone. Facts. So I just want to bring clarity to both sides. I see it from both sides. Both people got a point. The Mike Brown people got a point. The Coach Tibbs people got a point. I could make both arguments for either side because you're both right, technically. But we got to have the right context and analyze that the brother had to go. But hold on, before I go, I do got to remind you guys, I'm going to take more calls, all right? Because this, this is interesting. I didn't think we would go in this direction. I'm cool with it because, I like to see where the callers got to go. Some people be like, no, we're talking about this. No, the people want to, you guys are supporting. You guys are watching. You guys are subscribing. So if you want to talk about something, let's talk about it. I'm here for all the smoke. I don't duck nobody from anywhere. You could agree or disagree. By the way, before I continue, I do got to talk about game night. All right. The playoff edition, the latest rendition to the 82-night series. And listen, man, what's crazy about the playoffs is years from now, we remember the moments. I mean, we go back to the 90s. We remember the Houston Rockets, unfortunately, up games in game 5, 3-2, and we lost. How about 99? Ewing is not there. We go back to the finals, and we get destroyed. How about the wars against the Bulls, 92, going to 7 games? All of these moments, the shots, the comebacks, the rivalries, but we forget the details. That's exactly why I created Game Night, the playoff edition. It's a postseason journal where you can track every series, write your predictions, document the game experiences, and record the entire playoff run. So instead of just watching history happen, you can actually document it. If you want one, you could check the link in the description and on the screen. Linktree/TheObjectiveFan. Game night. We take your pre-orders for a limited time. So this is not going to be around forever. So that's why you need to capitalize and take advantage of probably by the end of the month. That's the cutoff time. But, get them orders in now because you don't want to wait till the last minute. All right, let me see who else is in the queue. Oh, and also, smash that like button. You got to continue to get the likes up. Got some more calls to return. Big time salute to Knicks Yak. Once again, taking what I said out of context. Like I said, you guys don't listen. I never said that Leon Rose is on Dolan's hot seat. I said he's on my hot seat. All right. And hold on. Let me, as you guys smash that like button, let me let you guys know something, right? This is not a Knicks channel that's going to appease you and your bias. I'm not going to be on here telling you that everything is good with the Knicks. And then if you like those channels, they exist. Go ahead. Go watch them. I'm giving you the real deal and the real talk. This is what I do. I don't just say, yes, Knicks Nation, we're going to beat the Toronto Raptors. Yay! No, I go and I watch the Toronto Raptors and I put together a scouting report. Something like that looks like this. See that? See that? I put together a scouting report and I tell you when I get on the mic and I guarantee a victory the same way I guaranteed a victory against Toronto the other day. This is what I do. So if you don't want the real talk, don't come here. If you think that I got Coach Tibbs is a bad coach. If I got to be on that train just to be on the Mike Brown train. No, I'm going to give you the real talk, the objective, level-headed standpoint always. This is what I do. So I don't care if you a Mitch yet, if you a Jalen Brunson lover, if you're a big Bodega Cat fan, if you're an OG Anunoby stan, I don't give a damn who you are. Just know that I'm going to give you my perspective. I never said Leon Rose is on the hot seat. That's why I reiterated it again. He's not on Dolan's hot seat. He's on my hot seat. And we're talking about Mike Brown and Tibbs and not the guy who hired them. When does the guy who hired them get the criticism? Why do coaches get 1 or 2 years, they out of here? What about the guy who hired the coach? He stays for 10, 14 years, and the team is trash, a la Phoenix. Oh, now Phoenix has turned it around. Why did they turn it around after trading KD, one of the greatest players of all time? Why do you think why? Do you think that that was just a KD thing, or do you think that coach and all of that? That's the reason for the turnaround. So my energy is this, Leon Rose. You got to get it done. And I'm not giving you no excuses. I'm not giving you no passes. If we don't get to the finals, I'm going to let you have it. Period. That's it. I'm not saying he's on Dolan's hot seat. Once again, he's on my hot seat. All right. Let me see what calls I miss. All right, I'm going to get back to the calls. Antone, if you're listening, I got you. 646-995-8389. Returning calls. And yeah, if you triggered, you know what to do to call back. All right. What's going on, Anton? Are you there?
Yo, what's good with you, bro?
Hey, man. Hey, I'm just talking to these crazy Knicks fans, man. These guys are so delusional. But what say you, man? Where we going?
Man, where we going, man? This is where we going, man. We going with all the Tibbs guys, bro. Man, you guys need to cut it out, bro. They need to cut it out, bro. Yo, I'm trying to think that these Tibbs fans, man, they must love having heart attacks watching Tibbs coach this team, bro. Because every time, bro, I watched the game with my uncle, bro. My uncles, bro. Every time Tibbs was playing this team last year, bro, he knew he was gonna do something, bro, that just like made you go crazy. You had to yell at the game, like, bro, what are you doing, bro? Like, I'm telling you, bro, this dude, bro, was not it, bro. He was not it, bro. I watched him take out dudes that was hot in the game, bro. Yeah. I watched him bench Dante, bro, from three. Like, why are you doing that, bro? Why are you not playing my mans, bro? Why are you not playing my man Precious Achua, bro? Like, I was pissed off, bro, when I watched him like do certain things. Why are you disrespecting Shamit, bro? Why? I don't understand the dude, bro. Like, there's no way in hell. I don't understand these Knicks fans, bro. That's just on this whole Tibbs. I just don't understand it. Like, I try to think a lot of these Tibbs supporters, bro. They stuck in the '90s, bro, with the whole tough guy act, with, you know what I'm saying, everybody going out there being tough and all that. All that is cool and all that, but bro, that ain't it, bro. You're not gonna win with a coach that's just gonna have you out there, just no offense whatsoever, just go out there and just play and be tough and all that, bro. And you don't have no strategy, bro. You can't. It's not sustainable, bro. And what really pissed me off about him, bro, was when he played last year, bro. During the Indiana game, he didn't play no Precious Achua, bro. And I watched Precious Achua take Siakam on matchup personally, bro.
Really quickly, I want to add really quick to what you're saying. Right? And I paused you. So look, I'm like Nick down, like I'm going to the garden, like damn near every day, right? So I'm outside doing what I'm doing. This guy sees my Knicks stuff. He want to talk. So he's like, yo, man, how's it going, Knicks? How you feel about the Knicks? Baze, right? Cool. So we talk it. Then he tells me a story about his son is best friends with Precious Achua. So he spoke with Achua like 2 months ago, right? This was like right before the playoffs started. Like he talked with him a while back. And he was like how Precious said, oh yeah, man, I love New York, man. This is a great place, right? Fast forward 2 months later, he had dinner with him. And Precious was like, I'm done with New York. I'm out of here. This guy, Coach Tibbs, is out of his damn mind. He don't want to play the bitch. This down in Tibbs. He couldn't believe it.
Yo,
so just to give you some credence to what you're saying, go ahead. I just wanted to add to what you were saying.
Nah, he had the same issue with Obi Toppin. I remember that whole league where Obi Toppin was calling Tibbs out because he was like, yo, what's up with this dude, bro? Like we used to watch the games, be like, yo, what's up with him, bro? Like why he's not playing this dude? Why he not playing that dude, bro? Like I was saying with Andre, with Pressure Chua, like, he used to take his personal matchups with Siakam personally because they used to play together. And I remember one game Siakam was frustrated as hell because Pressure Chua was on that dude, bro.
That's a fact. I know what you're talking about. I remember that.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, I'm watching the Pacers game, and I'm like, he forgets matchups. Like it's like I feel like he's an old school coach, bro. It's not his fault, bro. You know what I mean? But we trying to win a championship, bro. We don't got time for dudes that forget matchups, that forget to put certain players out there, offense out there. He just had too many like glaring, like you know what I'm saying, cons where it just stuck out way more than it does this coach. I feel like this coach, bro, he give players opportunity, bro. If you have opportunity, it's no longer on the coach, bro. It's actually on the players this time to go out there and showcase what they could do. Now, he had 2 games where he might have like Shohan out there over DOR with like 2 games. Right. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. He you know what I'm saying? He was messing up. But he fixed that. He like, you know what? I'm not going to play this dude no more, bro. I'm going to put him in the fourth quarter and let him.
He makes adjustments.
He makes adjustments.
That's what it is, man. I appreciate you, Anton, man. Great call. Antone, right? Antone. Big time. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. You already know, man.
Great call. Great call. You see how I get down, right? Mostly everything he was saying was correct. And I even added to it because I see it from both sides. I really do. I really do. Like Tibbs had shortcomings that led to him being fired. It's a fact. And Mike Brown is better for what we need, or better for what they say and think that we need as a team. So if we trust, Leon Rose, oh man, Leon Rose on the hot seat. How could you say that? Because I'm the objective fan. He's on my hot seat, not Dolan's. Because I get on the mic twice a day, every day. And I'm going to let you have it. If you're not doing what I think you're supposed to do, you on my hot seat. That's what it means. It don't mean he going to get fired and none of that. He's on my hot seat because I'm looking at the collaboration. That's what they keep talking about. So I can go both ways because I see the argument. Both people got points. All right? That's all. That's just what it is. What's going on, Moses?
Hello?
Can you hear me, Moses? What's going on?
Yeah, I hear you, man. Let's go. Listen, man, the other caller said everything I was about to say, man. Like, yo,
okay.
Like, yo, if you would have played the True last year and he would have played the bench more last year and the bench was more productive, we would have probably beat the Pacers. Let's be honest. Before, again, right? 2 years ago, we were supposed to be in the Eastern Conference Finals. You understand? But people forgot that. People forgot that we had injuries that we was dealing with. You understand? Half of our team was injured. You know what I'm saying? So now, to go back to Obi Toppin, to be honest, he forced Opens out of here. He forced Grimes out of here, right? He forced Tua out of here. It's like, what more evidence do you need to not get rid of Tibbs? Now, I'm not saying I don't like him. Again, he's a good coach. But at the same time, you're not utilizing your bench, man. You know what I'm saying? What you got to say?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with I disagree with the utilizing bench though. I think the issue is deeper than that. The issue is he didn't like the bench that the front office gave him. That's where I think my thoughts are. Because in previous years, he did play the bench in previous years. He did. Tibbs played the bench in previous years. You could go look at the history if you want. I did content already on this.
2 years ago, he played the bench. 2 years ago,
he played the bench, right? Bingo.
People forgot that we had a lot of players injured. That's why we lost. You know what
exactly.
I'm saying?
Bingo.
But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Again, last year, if you would have utilized your bench, you would have still been here. Now, and another thing is, you got to look at Leon Rose. Now, again, I'm not saying he's a bad person. He's good. Still, I don't want to fire him, but at the same time, brother, you got to look at it like this. Before we got Towns, we had a good chemistry. You understand?
Okay.
We had a good chemistry. He's like, yo, we should have like, yo, I wanted to see them run it back again one more time. You understand? And if you would have played the bench and then you would have ran it. I think we would have beat the Pacers, because now we would have had size. We would have had, you know what I'm saying, enough scores. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, don't forget Dante still would have been here. So, you know, I mean, we would have beat the Pacers. We should have beat the Pacers last year. You understand? But again, because you wasn't utilizing your bench, this is what happens.
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
Yeah,
I agree with that last part.
Yeah, what's your thoughts about it? People say, hey, they would have never got rid of Grimes or Obi Toppin. Would you have got rid of them?
Yeah, I would have. But for different reasons. For different reasons, man. I appreciate you, Moses. Great call.
Yeah.
Big time. Yeah, I would have still got rid of them because, you know, it led to us getting what we got now. Now, I would have traded Obi for, you know, a different package. I thought you should have got something back, but that's just me. It is what it is. They got the 2 second-round picks. I think didn't those picks become somebody? I can't remember. I can't remember how it was manifested. Anyway, nonetheless, if you guys want to continue calling, call up. Hold on, I'm just trying to see if this person. I'm calling back, you know, the missed calls. So if you could answer. If not, it's all good. What's going on, caller? State your name. Let the people know where you calling from.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
What's going on? Let the people know your name, where you calling from, brother.
Hey, this is Howard here in Orlando, Florida.
Howard in Orlando, man. What's going on? Talk to me, man. Are you a Knicks fan? I gotta
man,
ask.
Full-fledged Knicks fan. Just a New Yorker living out here, brother.
Big time, man. Where we going?
All right, so I'll make a couple of points and I'm gonna shut up and hang up and just kind of sit back and listen to you. A couple of things. One, people seem to forget when we played the Pacers and we lost to them last year. It had nothing to do with the bench. It's just that a couple of our players got hurt. People seem to forget that we lost again another year, getting bounced, not because we couldn't beat them, but because we had some people that were hurt. Next thing, Tibbs. Tibbs is a great regular season coach. Does that mean he can't coach in during the playoffs? Of course he can. The problem is he's drained his players in the regular season, so by the time they get to the playoffs, they're drained. So it isn't that he isn't a great coach, even in the playoffs. One of the other things we got to remember is that I don't know why all of a sudden everyone's getting amnesia. Tibbs is not playing rookies, period. Don't tell me about you got a rookie that's 3-and-D and he's awesome. You're never going to know him. When did we see him? Once Tibbs was gone. So we needed, if we were ever going to see any of these dudes, Tyler Kolek helped us win the cup. Okay, if Tibbs was there, we never would have saw him. Now, this other cat that we just got from the Spurs, we need to get him in the game some. And the reason why we need to get him in the game some is because I don't care. I love the rookie. The rookie's great, much better than the kid that we got from the Spurs, as far as offense is concerned. And he plays some D. But when it comes to the Pistons, and we see them, we know what this cat can do, who came from the Spurs, the moment he got on the court playing against the Pistons. Now, as far as the Pistons are concerned, again, we must have forgotten that a lot of people like to say Bridges, that he's not worth his weight in gold. Wrong again. Why do I say that? Bridges, we got Bridges for one reason. I don't care how many people we gave up to get him. The plan was this. We got Bridges to beat Boston. We didn't know we were going to face Boston before the Eastern Conference Finals. We got Boston prior to that. And how do we beat them? The last 2 games, who made the major stop at the last minute? Bridges did. He was brought in to beat Boston. We beat Boston because of Bridges at the end of Game 5 and Game 6. Those are my points, man. Would love to hear what you have to say on them. Peace.
Big time. I got you, brother. Big time salute. Great call. I like that. I like how he structured his points. Like, he's not a delusional Knicks fan who don't know what he's talking about. He definitely has some really interesting perspectives. I agree with the Tibbs not playing the rookies. I agree with that. As far as Sohan getting in the game, I agree with that too. The problem is, you also got Mitchell Robinson on his team. You cannot play Mitchell Robinson and Sohan together, which presents another challenge. But maybe last night, Sohan should have got those opportunities, when we went small ball. you know. But whatever, you know, instead of playing those rookies, oh man, my man Ty want to call back. Ty, I appreciate you, brother. Listen, at this rate, if you want to call back all damn day, you could call back all damn day. I'm gonna get him back on the line. Now, my biggest disagreement with the last caller is that Tibbs drains his players so they're drained for the playoffs. That happened last year. That's what happened. I think that happened last year because Hart was done. Hart had led the league in minutes. So last year, I think, was the only year you could say that. Every other year prior to that, that's not true. Tibbs used his bench. The year before that, Brunson was 17th in minutes. He was the highest minute per game player on the team. See, y'all looking at last year and then projecting that on the entire 5 whatever years he was here. No, that's not completely accurate. Okay. Now let me get my man Ty back on the. Hey man, Max, we might have to change the title and thumbnail. Might have to change the title and thumbnail of this show. I don't mind it because this is the hot topic. Yeah, this is what y'all want to talk about. So we gonna talk about it. Pick up, Ty. Pick up. I repeat, Ty. Pick up. I got the call back. All right, Ty, you're not answering. So call back when you're ready, Ty. Look, this is what he's taking advantage of. He's cash apping me. All right, so he wants to call back and talk. I'm not mad at the brother. If he wants to continue to support, he could call back. By the way, while we wait for Ty to get on the line, continue to smash that like button. The likes are not enough, but big time salute. And yes, I am not going to appeal to the chat. All right, if I got my own opinion, I am not going to sway to you guys. Jay Chosen, I see you. I'm going to get to you, Jay Chosen. Big time salute. Great to have you on the line. I saw your call. I'm going to get to you for it in a second. But outside of that, I think the brother was on the money. So salute to my man out of Orlando. Another thing, too, as we continue to get the likes up, it's very important to the algorithm. And while you're getting the likes up, if you're not subscribed, you might as well subscribe. I do this twice a day. Every day, you can call up and talk to me, okay? This is what I do. So if you're appreciating the channel, and we know you're watching because, well, in the last 28 days, well over 68% or 60+% of you guys are not subscribing to the channel after you watch. So we want to close the gap. All you got to do is smash that subscribe button. Of course, we got the big time giveaway, the Jalen Brunson rookie trading card. So make sure you guys subscribe so you can be a part of that. No phone numbers, no emails, just subscribe. Yo, Ty, what's going on, brother? I see you were triggered. Let's go, brother.
Yeah. You know what? I was laughing, right? I said, yeah, he got that triggered there. You know what it is? I think you know what? We all want the same thing, right? And I personally feel like you hit it on the head. So Tibbs does play his bench. But what I'm trying to get everybody to understand, and not even everybody, just those who really can see the game for what it is, man, let's be honest. Precious Achiuwa was getting cooked. He was a good defensive player, but he was undersized. He was 6'8" power forward trying to play center. He did not have that. He didn't have that. He was being exposed. You're gonna tell me that Siakam, if you're gonna head-to-head matchup between him and Siakam not gonna win that out of a 7-game series? We gotta stop playing with ourselves. You talking about Quentin Grimes? So let me ask you this question. The players that we got now is a championship roster. I don't feel like they're being championship ran. I'm not saying Mike Brown is a bad coach. I'm not saying I want Tibbs back. But what I'm saying is Tibbs was pulling something out of our superstars. Brunson got clutch player of the year. They had to blitz him. That opened up Cat one-on-one. He was averaging 25.
Yep.
So if you look at the demographics to it, Tibbs was pulling the dogs out of the dogs. But if he got puppies on the bench, I'm not putting the puppies in there with no 5-star pit bull. I'm not doing that, man. I'm not doing it. Halliburton and them exposed us. Eventually, it falls down to the players. If you're gonna tell me Precious Achiuwa with a lockdown Siakam in a 7-game series, then you know what? I stand corrected. You guys won. I'm out of here, man. Like I said, I'm not saying I want Tibbs. I'm not saying Brown remain to be seen. But at the end of the day, it's down to our two horses, Brunson and Towns. And if them two don't play together, we're in trouble. We're in trouble, bro. I'm out of here, man. I'm gonna leave. I'm still listening. I'm sitting here sipping my wine, man. And I'm loving
listen,
the show.
I don't mind, brother.
This is theater for me.
I don't mind. Trust me, I don't.
Yo, family, I love your show. It's genuine. It's authentic. I'm gonna post you on my Facebook. I'm gonna post you on my Instagram. Cause fam, you got the right substance. Your personality, your character. You know what it is? You're coaching. See, you're coaching. You're coaching your callers. You're letting it be known. You're doing a Tibbs thing right now. You ain't Mike Brown right now.
Right. Let's go.
All right, family. All right, fam. Bye.
Big time salute. I appreciate you, brother. Oh, Jay Chosen. Oh, Jay Chosen, by the way, thank you for the super. Jay Chosen, I promise. I'm coming back to you. Answer the phone, Jay Chosen. I got another call back, but I'm going to come to you next. My man, Jay Chosen, he says, this is because I respect your hustle. I'll talk my talk if I remember it when I flow. All by time. Blessings. Work hard. Play hard. Yo, I'm calling you. You better remember it, Jay. And I don't care about what you just said. I know you because you always do great on the line, Jay. I appreciate you, brother. And I was coming to you next, but I got my man. He's an OKR Plus Nation. He gets a call back. So I saw him. So I got to get him on. And then I'm coming to you next. All right, Jay Chosen. So remember what you did. Now, what's going on? Tugboat
What's
Taylor.
up, man?
Where we going, Tugboat? Where you triggered?
Man,
Let's
I'm just
go.
appreciating the show, man. I love this show. We lost that Fugazi game last night, and we spending all day doing Tibbs versus Brown.
I know. I didn't expect it. I
love this show, bro.
But let's go. No, see, y'all want to talk about it? We could talk about it.
Yeah.
Y'all the people. Let's talk.
I'm all for it. No, I mean, and just as far as the comparison, I really just think they're yin and yang, man. I think
bingo.
They balance each other out. I don't like I said, I don't think I agree with everything that everybody's saying. It is everybody has their pros, everybody has their cons.
Yep.
And we do need a coach that's going to balance out the both, because we got the best out of our players with Tibbs, and we got the best out of our roster with Brown.
Yep.
So we just need something that's going to balance that out. But that's really the only.
What if they could work together?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. And that's a dream. You know what I mean? That'd be fire. But that's a dream. You know what
That's
I'm
a dream.
saying?
That's never happening. But if they could work together,
oh man,
you got the perfect team.
Oh man, you got the perfect team. You got the perfect team. Well, yeah, no, I was really just calling to say, bro, I just appreciate this show, bro. This is fire. This is good conversation. But we'll need to be talking about the refs all day.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. You know, I'm glad we did that, because I didn't want, but a lot of people were talking about the refs. That's why I revisited.
They're garbage. Yeah, they're garbage.
They
I mean,
were talking about
them.
So but that's why we revisited. But hey, we move on to Tibbs. Y'all want to talk about this? Let's talk about
Like I said, yeah, the refs, like my boy said earlier, the refs is an age-old tale with us. So I mean, it's gonna happen, and when it happens, we soak it in, and then we got to move on and play the next one.
Bingo, big time.
All right, brother. Stay blessed, man.
All right, man. Salute. Jay Chosen, man, you better you gotta remember what you said, brother. I'm coming to you right now, Jay Chosen. Big time salute, man. And if you guys want to call up, the number's there. I don't duck no smoke, agree or disagree. It's all good. We just talking sports in a respectful way. Jay Chosen, you know I'm gonna get you on the line, brother.
Salute, King. Salute, King.
Hey,
salute.
Big time. Hey, man, I appreciate the support. You know that. Big time
Always,
salute,
man.
my brother.
I respect the hustle big time, and I meant to put Maxine in there too. So respect.
Oh yes.
To both y'all, man. Both y'all definitely. We always need somebody, the backbone. The backbone. So. Oh man! So I came on. I wanted to talk about this Fugazi game and the wonderful acting job SGA does. He's a fantastic player. But look, no matter what, people have to realize we're going to go against 5 people and use no more and getting up and running back and just running back. I want to chime in real quick because I was going to talk about the game. The fact is, our defense is starting to become immaculate. Let's clap about that. Let's stop crying about everything. Our defense is coming back. We are starting to look good. If I tell you right now, this is the recipe. Be top 5 in both areas, or top 5 in offense and top 10 in defense, and we will win the championship this year, and we are looking like we're doing that. And don't tell me for a half a second that you are not loving what Diawara is bringing, and no Sohan is going to come in before Diawara for me at this point. Because he brings length and So because he brings length and energy and strength and heights difference, and look, I just like the way he's cooking. I like the way he's cooking.
Don't forget the threes. Don't forget the threes, please. Don't forget the threes.
You're popping them threes. And don't forget, I won't name the thing because it's not a sponsor, but don't forget he also won me $758. Thank you, Diawara.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Let me really quickly, before I hear that. 10 seconds. I'm going to tell you this.
No, you good. Go ahead, man. Listen.
All right.
Listen, I'm going to extend your time because that's technically 2 callbacks. Let's go, brother. Where you going? Let's go. Let's talk.
I respect it. Thank you. Listen, Tibbs was a get off my lawn, old man style coach that you have to respect. If you don't put respect on his name, from a man that brought a Nerlens Noel team to the playoff,
it's a fact.
That man that each year built a level up. He leveled us up every year. Every coach has good and bad qualities. Even Popovich. You will find it. I don't know where you'll find it, but if you look deep enough, you'll find it. It's about the players. What happened, my opinion is, Brown lost them a long time ago because he lost me with that snuggling hug that he gave Curry or whatever.
Yeah, that's crazy.
After Draymond did what he did, with snuggling, it looked like he was nibbling his ear and giving him a fondue recipe. I'm telling you right now, he lost me that day. And he was always on them sitting down, hands in the pocket, smiling like someone told him a joke. He always looked like he got gas. I'm so tired of it. So finally, yesterday on the major, where the whole United States could see us, right?
Yep.
And even more than that, the whole world. And then we're playing supposedly the number 1 team in the league, or close to it.
Right.
So we just dusted off the Spurs, who are in that echelon. And we have been keeping people under 100. We could have kept them under 100 yesterday if it wasn't for those fugazi calls.
Right.
Fugazi calls. All right. I usually never blame the refs. The refs were trash yesterday.
They were trash. But listen, Jay Chosen, I'm gonna give you some added help with that. We're not blaming the refs. See, when I did the video last night, it was a robbery. I was talking about a boxing reference from the standpoint that when we're watching boxing, we don't want to see the ref involved. We want the fighters to get it on. And that's what I felt happened last night. They robbed us of a fair opportunity to see good basketball untainted by bad calls and silliness. And that's why I was upset. We lost. It is what it is. There's no excusing it. We lost. But just to give you some credence, because people think that I'm like awesome. Oh, you try to blame the refs. What about what we didn't do? No, I called that out too. Go ahead.
Definitely. You can't miss free throws. You can't always take threes. You gotta sometimes take 4 steps in and hit the closer, easier shot. You were taught that at 5 years old. But you know what? That was a great reference. I boxed for 10 years, and you never ever want the Foot Lockers to interfere with the game, nor do you want in boxing do you want that guy to interfere either, because if you're getting at a guy and he tries to grab onto you but he can't grab onto you, then he just got, and the game, and it's over. So just call it. But yeah, I'm with you on that 100%. Listen, man, Tibbs deserves flowers. Give him flowers. He wore his time out here. I would have got Toppin didn't have a place to play because Randall was here. That's number one. All right. Yeah, and he wasn't ready for. He was a great what you call breakaway dunker, but he wasn't a great under the rim dunker. He wasn't a great any of those things. He was becoming that, but he was behind Randall. Randall was playing full games. He wasn't going to do that. I wouldn't. Let me ask you a question. Last year, who coached Cat last year?
That was Coach Tibbs. Yeah,
that's right. What did Cat do last year? Had his best year ever.
Yep. 100%.
Okay. But do I think Tibbs should be our coach right now? Maybe not. I don't really have an opinion on that because you know what? I deal in facts, and he's not our coach, so I can't really even call it. But Brown needs to do more for me than what they say Brown could do for you. But what he could do for me is get up and coach, get another tech, go over there and yell at some people, yell at your own players, make some schemes up, and play the proper lineups. Play the proper lineups. That's all I'm asking out of you. Get the most out of them. And if you're not getting the most out of the player, that player needs to sit.
Facts.
Period. Peace to you. Peace to Max. I appreciate you. One love. We'll
and
chat
you remember
soon.
you remember what you said. See, I knew once you get on the line, you good.
Yeah, no doubt. Half of that was freestyle, but I appreciate it.
No doubt.
Thank you, brother.
Big time.
All right, salute.
All right.
All right, salute, King.
That's my man, Jay Chosen. Man, big time salute to Jay Chosen, man. I appreciate the support. You know, AP says he's a legend. Big time salute to AP. I see you, AP. I got you on your super as well. He said, supposedly Jason Tatum returns on Friday. Any thoughts? Yeah, we talked about that early in the show before it became a Coach Tibbs show, AP. I don't know. I didn't plan on us spending this much time on Tibbs, but I'm not mad at it. But this was the article earlier that we addressed. Jason Tatum's going to make his season debut, and it'll be Friday against Dallas. Right now, I got to read more because, you know, they named the doctor, what's his name, the surgeon. His name was O'Malley or something like that. Let me see if I can find it really quickly. Yeah, Dr. Martin O'Malley. This guy, he deserves all types of praise, and if this is not his hospital, he needs to get promoted to half ownership or something, because if he got this brother back in 10 months off an Achilles, that is a precedent. That's something that you're going to see guys coming back this fat. They're going to go to him to try to get the Jason Tatum treatment. Now, big time salute to Jason Tatum, not the Celtics, but big time salute to Jason Tatum, right? He just so happy he went to Duke. That's not why I'm saluting him, but he deserves a salute because he put the work in. He worked hard. Like from day one, they showed the clip of him working out early. I'm like, damn, this dude really trying to come back. But we know we ain't spooky in the woods. Are y'all spooky in the woods? Are we in the woods on this one? Yeah, AP, I'm not in the woods, but I do think there's some other teams that need to be in the woods. And if we don't, it's going to be one hell of a matchup. If Tatum could come back, but I'm gonna read some more on it, and I'll probably do an unfiltered thought. I'll probably do something on that. I got to do another, I don't know, I got to see, because I got to address this whole Mitchell Robinson comment somebody left in the comments. Yeah, man, it kind of made me triggered, so I got to respond to that. I just got to figure out when I'm going to respond to it, but continue to smash that like button. I do want to play some more sound bites, because I didn't even get a chance to play, because we started talking about Tibbs, but there's more that I wanted to unpack. Let me see something. I'm trying to see, you know what I'm looking for right now? I'm trying to see if I have the technical foul video. If I got that, I'm going to put that on the screen, right? Because whether you like Mike Brown a lot, you got to give him credit for the tech. I appreciated the technical foul. Let me see if I got that. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. But smash that like button, y'all. It's important to the algorithm. Let's get to 200 likes. Let me see if this is it. This might not be it. I don't think this is it, y'all. Nah, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play this audio. I'm gonna play this audio, all right? And while you guys smash that like button and then subscribe while you at it, because I know that most of y'all not subscribed anyway. You watch the channel. We know in the last 28 days that 58.8+% of you guys watch, but you don't subscribe. Help us close the gap. And you'll be entered to winning of Jalen Brunson rookie trading card in the 5K giveaway. As soon as we get the 5K subs, we will give this away to a subscriber, okay? Not a email list, not a phone number, okay? All you gotta do is subscribe. So I'm gonna play this audio of Mike Brown. I did have the other audio of Brunson. I'm gonna skip Brunson. I don't like Brunson. I love Brunson, but I don't like the Mr. Miyagi Brunson. Like, it drives me crazy. You know, like, I get it. Like, that's his personality. That's who he is, and I accept him for who he is. But, like, you know, where's the fire?
A good basketball game. Thank you very much. You know, I thought our guys, again, they could have folded at any time. We were down double digits, and I liked our competitive spirit. Our competitive spirit was great.
Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't want to play that. My bad, y'all. Hold on. My bad. I played the wrong one. Sorry. This is the one I want. Because I'm like, yo, that's mad loud.
You get your first technical of the season, Mike.
This clip is not that loud, but I shut up.
Right in front of you.
You know, one of the things that I wanted to get across to the guys is we're good enough to win despite whatever the officials are calling out on the floor. And we need to have that mentality. And I give our guys a lot of credit. You know, last night when we were in Toronto, I don't know if I've ever been.
Hopefully you guys can hear that. All right. He's pretty much talking about crediting the guys and or trying to teach the guys to not go at it with the officials. But listen to what he said.
In an NBA game where it was 7-0, I think one time it was 6-0. You know, and they picked up a foul with, I don't know, a minute left or less than a minute left. I just, you know, you very seldom see that. And our guys did a pretty good job restraining themselves. And so, you know, the growth in that area of trying to leave the officials alone was something that I pointedly tried to do. Tonight, yeah, I mean, you guys saw the play. SGA had 2 fouls, and Jalen was there, and he ran him over. It's just like the call that they made on OG. You know, I mean, I don't know. I don't understand why that was a no call, but that should have been his third.
But big time salute to Mike Brown, right? That's what he had to say on the calls. Now, I'm glad. Now, the reason why I played that, because I wanted y'all to hear it in his own words. Hopefully, y'all could hear it. I know it was kind of low. One thing I give him credit for, and this is why even Tibbs, you know, I could have this conversation because I'm not triggered about which coach is best. I think both of them are good, and they both got their own, you know, pros and cons. So a lot of times we criticize the coaches like, yo, he should say this, but what if he is saying that? See, he said that I tell the players, don't respond to the refs. And they still do it. They still do it. You know, Brunson got 2 texts in a row. So he didn't say when the conversation happened, but the things that we say they should suggest, I got another guy from another team calling. Why is he calling? I'm going to get to you in a second. Let me finish my point. So when we say that, yo, the coach should say this, I think that we also need to take in consideration that he may be telling these guys that. Because look, I know I have this, right? Hold on, let me show you. I know I got this. You see this right here? This is why I keep telling these guys from these other teams, I'm just letting this guy know off the rip because we got a Brooklyn Spurs fan. No, this is not a history book of the Knicks, right? This ain't like the Knicks from the 70s and the 90s. This ain't none of that. This is my own personal. This is the beta version of the 82 Knights that nobody else could get. Y'all could only get this, right? Or the playoff edition, right? This version is the older the super beta joint. I said I'm working on my super beta joint, right? So this book is just this season. No playoffs, none of that. And that's not this, which is my scouting reports. Yeah, that's not that. That's just the Knicks for this season. So I know that I see a lot, and I know that y'all see a lot, right? Us as the fans. Don't think that they don't see it. So when we criticize the coaches, we should also take in consideration that, hey, maybe they are saying it, and the players are just boneheads, and they're not instituting it. But he said tonight, I had to step up to be that guy for my players. And how was that not a foul? And salute to my man JJ, who explained what the NBA were trying to say. Oh, well, he didn't get a chance to gather himself. I think that's a load of crap. I think that when you really look at the play, it was a charge. I don't see a difference between that and the OG, except that he caught the ball and OG dribbled the ball. So, and if that is a rule, they need to amend the rule because it's a crappy, stupid rule. But he stepped in and he addressed the refs. I had the balk on them. And sometimes that's what's needed. And maybe that led to some inspiration for those guys in blue and orange. But, the outrage on the officiating, because even he says, I usually tell them to leave the refs alone, but I had to get on the refs because they were wild in this game. And once again, when I said it was a robbery, and I said this to Jay Chosen, that I'm not saying that the refs are the reason why we lost the game. I do feel like the refs interfered in a good fight. This is like a boxing match. They came in and they interfered on a good fight. By the way, if you heard anyone say that reference, they got it from me because I said it last night. Anyway, let me get this brother on the line, all right? Because I got to start, because I see something today. I'm like, that's odd. But 646-995-8389, you got to see what this Brooklyn Spurs fan got to say. Let's see what he got to say. That's a weird combination, right? Bronzeville Spurs fan. Bronzeville Spurs fan. Where we going, Bronzeville? Talk to me, brother. This is a Knicks show. You calling in. I don't duck the smoke, so you're allowed to call whenever you like. What's going on, brother? Hopefully you're having a great day. Let's talk about it.
Oh, I'm loving the day, man. Orange and blue skies all day.
Let's go. Oh, see, now you want to troll. Let's go in with the trolls.
Not at all. I just
do understand we beat your team.
No, but
we did that.
Listen. I'm just reading the news update. It says Knicks' gutsy performance against Thunder shows they stack up with anyone despite tired narrative. So all of a sudden, there's, this you kind of got on me for, it sounds like excuses. Right
I don't
now,
got excuses,
a lot of excuses. But I will say, shout out to the Knicks for a gutsy performance. OKC does get a lot of favorable calls. I think everybody in the NBA can agree with that. So you have to smack them. You can't keep the game close. You have to beat them convincingly. The one adjustment I would say the Knicks have to make is with Chet Holmgren.
Okay.
Towns played up on Wemby hard the entire game. He played good defense on Wemby, but Chet gets a chance to hide in their offense. You can't lose him. Towns is gonna have to do a better. Chet is I hate to use this word, but he's a wimp. You can bully him. He's good player, has some skills, shot blocking and everything else. But you guys have to do a better job with that. With that said, though, I just wanted to remind you, and I'll let you run. Great show, by the way. I don't want to
thank you, family.
like I'm just calling it to damage and throw.
But we gotta talk sports, banter. You know how we get down.
I do love the fact that y'all got beat. I do, it's put a little smile on my face today.
I know you do.
Oh yeah, I do. I just, OKC, the West Coast teams are tougher, and
that's cat.
Yeah.
But hold on, whoa, really quick. I'll pause the time. Hold up. Listen, man, I'm looking for the smoke. I just realized it. Do you want to get into the debate with me? We could do Spurs Knicks. Are you built for that? Are you prepared for battle?
Do that. First of all, the franchises just from top to bottom. It's not even a competition.
No, I don't want to talk about the franchise. I want to talk about this year in the finals. How we match up. Are you willing to do a show on that?
You do not match up. I'm willing. Anytime you're ready, because here's the thing.
Let's go.
First of all, Our best player is better than your best player. So it starts there. That's where it starts.
Hey, man. Now we just going, hey, listen, we're going to talk about date and time. I love it. Because I forgot. I'm like, yeah, I got the Spurs fan from Brooklyn. Salute to Brooklyn, by the way. You know, that's all day, no matter what.
Oh, yeah, we love it. It's King County.
Oh, yeah.
County. We love
It's
each
King
other,
County
man.
love all day.
This is what we do. This is what we do.
100%. 100,000%. But, yo, we going to set it. I'm going to talk to Matt C. We're going to set that up, man. But go ahead, brother. Where you going to go? I'm going to let you talk.
I just wanted to tell you that, I really think that the Knicks have a good chance. They did hang with these guys. I don't really worry about them for the same reasons I said before. If they were to play the Spurs, and without us going further into that, but the whole thing about the coach, I think that Mike Brown is a better coach.
Okay.
In certain aspects than Thibodeau. I think Thibodeau's a better defensive coach than him. But so they both have their strengths. I agree with you. There's not really a dog in that fight. They're two different types of coaches. The personnel is still Thibodeau's personnel. Mike Brown doesn't really have his full team built out. So it's still a lot of Thibodeau's team. So you have to give him at least one more offseason to maybe tweak or change. The Knicks have a championship caliber team as it is with Thibodeau. He built that. It's almost like Mark Jackson and Steve Kerr. He's walking into already built team. They've made it to the conference finals, But let's see when he gets his imprint on it and he can run free flow offense like he would want to. The Knicks don't have that roster right now for that. They don't have a lot of players who pass and can create for others and things like that. You just need to plug one or two of those in, like a Boris Diaw and a Ginobili type player who can.
Stop with the Spurs, right? Oh, God, I was with you until you start naming some Spurs guys.
I'm just sure Mike Brown is a Spurs guy. You have to understand. He comes from that ilk, and he coached with Steve Kerr in Golden State. So they run a lot of free flow offense. They run a lot of the same offense where it's a lot of read and react. So if you don't have that personnel, you can't run it. So he's still kind of playing what he has. And
listen, Bronzeville. I'm riding with Bron. I used to play in Bronzeville Rec. All right.
Yeah,
Salute to Bronzeville. I got family in Finnerville. I got people. Yeah. So Brown is an integral part of my, coming up. I'm gonna say this. We're gonna talk. We're gonna set something up, brother. All right?
Because I do wish y'all. I will say this though. I do wish you guys the worst, and hopefully we do meet y'all because
we love that.
We will smack y'all in 5.
Brother, listen. We're gonna set that show up. Thank you.
All right, thank you, brother.
Big time. All right, salute.
Yeah. Salute.
So that's the Brown. Yo, I'm gonna be doing something with him. Yeah, that's what I want. I know Maxine's like, no, we don't want that. She's like, no, because you need to deal with, other creators. I'm like, nah, I want to deal with the fans too. Why not? Because look, he want to talk about which franchise is the best. I mean, I could technically have that debate too. But in terms of of course, they got more championships. I'm not going to argue who has, but if you just want to talk about which franchise, which city and all of that, you want to take it there. I think that would be a disadvantage. But no, I want to talk about, basketball this finals. Okay. What's going on? Caller, state your name. Let the people know where you call it from.
My name Mike James from Harlem.
Mike James from Harlem. Did you call before?
No.
Okay, first time. What's going on, Mike James? Where you want to go, man? You riding with the Knicks or are you a Knicks hater? Which I gotta I got Spurs fans in Bronzeville. I gotta make sure where we going.
No, I'm a diehard Knicks fan.
Let's go. That's what I want to hear. Let's go. Let's go.
I got a question. What is the one type of player that the Knicks are missing?
What type of player they're missing?
Yes.
Turn on your background. We gonna unpack that. I would say they're missing a real power forward. I don't think Sohan is a real power forward. Yeah, I don't think that.
Correct answer. I've been trying to tell all my Knicks buddies the same thing, that the Knicks are missing a power forward, someone that has a power forward height, someone that's at least 6'10", 6'9", to 6'11", that's versatile.
Yep.
Not that just rebound, play defense, but can also score.
Aaron Gordon, perfect example.
Right, because the Knicks 8-man rotation, a lot of their players are undersized. You got OG playing power forward when he's really a small forward. You got Hart playing small forward when he's really a shooting guard height.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you're correct. That's the one type of player that the Knicks are missing that I think they could get over the hump with, so they can match up against people like Chet and all the other players
Bingo.
like Johnson or Atlanta that got these 6'10" versatile forwards.
Yep. Yep. That's why before the whole Giannis, well, not before Giannis, but when it was like, oh, well, Giannis may not be there, I was like, yo, let's get Jaren Jackson.
Right.
He would be perfect with Town.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Oh my
He
God. But
will
anyway,
be
that's a whole nother
perfect.
topic. Yeah.
And he plays
Yeah.
defense too. He will be perfect.
Shoots. Oh, forget about
Him,
Man.
Towns, and Robinson will be perfect.
Yep. 100%.
All right, thank you. That's all I wanted to ask
Oh,
you.
that's all you got? All right, man. Big time. I got your name and number locked in. I'm going to lock it in so next time you call, I know who you are. Big time salute.
All right. Okay, thank you.
All right.
Yeah, he plays
What's
defense
going
too.
on? Uh-oh, he hung up. Dan, call back. I repeat, Dan, call back. Let me see if I missed any other call. Yeah, Maxine, we got to set up a debate, all right? We got to set up a debate, Max. I got to go up against a Brownsville Spurs. I wouldn't be surprised if I know someone that he knows. I wouldn't be surprised. That's how Brooklyn is. Big time salute. Oh, my God. Big time salute to my man, Killer B. I see you in the building. What's going on? Ooh, okay, 3 teams that could beat Detroit. I disagree. I think a healthy Sixers team will beat Detroit too. Keywords: healthy Sixers team, not Sixers team beat up. No, healthy Sixers team. What's going on, Dan?
What's going on, brother? How you doing today?
Man, yo, today's a great day. We talking Knicks, even though we were robbed. Let's go. But it's all good. Where you want to go?
Well, I was just listening to the other guys. I got on here a little late, but for the Spurs fan, it's kind of hard not to have championships when the NBA keeps giving you all these first round number 1 picks.
Ooh, let's go.
So but anyway, and like the other guy was saying, we do need a power forward, but we need somebody that's an enforcer. We need like a power forward that's like Ron Artest or something. That's what we need.
How you like Bobby Portis?
I like him, and I honestly, when we had him on the Knicks, I was upset that we let him go over Randall.
Yes.
Because he was a cheaper version of Randall. We could have built a different way, but that's neither here nor there. I think that Bobby Portis would be good. It depends on how much he'd be looking for.
Well, I think he's on the contract now, so you would have to trade for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have to trade for him. I'm not sure who you would trade. That's a whole nother topic, but yeah.
Exactly. And I'm sure that they probably want to sell high. I know that it's not like you're dealing with Danny Ainge or anything, but they're going to try to have the Knicks pay the Knicks tax. So
yeah, that's true.
But we need an enforcer, because even though OG is good on defense, he's not an enforcer.
Right. 100%. You see him like he's talking to guys softly, like, hey, what's up with Alvarado? What's going on? Like, nah, we need like, hey, yo, back up. That's what we need. Yeah.
We need like a Isaiah Stewart or something.
Right. Oh, that's a perfect guy right there.
Oh yeah.
It's a perfect guy.
And that's what I feel that we're missing. We're missing that person that's gonna have people second guessing coming into the paint.
I agree.
So that's to me that's the biggest thing we need, because Alvarado he does that in the backcourt, but we need somebody to do it in the front court.
Yep.
So
100%. And Alvarado can't be the enforcer. He's too small.
Oh no, exactly. He's supposed to be the pest, not the enforcer.
Right. Bingo. The guard enforcer. He takes on all the guards. Now you need the big guy for the big guy. You don't want the guard taking on the big guy. That's an imbalance.
Exactly. And if OG was a little, if he had a little bit more dog in him, it would be perfect. But he doesn't have that dog in him.
Nah.
He's too much of. He's like, in a way, he's like Cat. They're too much of a nice person. That they don't want to. They don't want to get mean.
Bingo. I appreciate that, man. Yo, great call, and you're right on everything you're saying, man. I appreciate you, Dan.
All right, bro. You be good.
Big time salute. It's my man Dan from Carolina, but he's a Knicks fan. I think it's I don't want to say that, but I think it's a European thing. I don't think well, then Giannis is kind of like a dog. You're not playing with Giannis. And we seen what Jokic did. Jokic looked crazy. When he went the 10, what's his name? Head off. Williams. Jokic looks like a dude. Yeah, you don't want to fight that dude. He just looks like a dude that's just super big, but could fight. Not just, a lot of super big dudes can't fight like that. But he looks like a super big dude that would really break you in half. So yeah, we need somebody that I don't know if he has to be an old school enforcer. Because those days are over. Like, who is the enforcer on OKC? OKC ain't got no goddamn enforcer. Come on. Don't tell me Lou Dort is their enforcer. Stop. Right? Or did you want to say Jalen Williams? Okay. I mean, what's the difference between Jalen Williams and Precious Achiuwa? I don't see a difference. I mean, Jalen Williams, he stepped through a couple of cats, but that's not an enforcer. OKC don't got an enforcer. Boston definitely don't got no damn enforcer. Don't tell me Jaylen Brown's the enforcer. Who else? Is Aaron Gordon an enforcer? He's a power forward. I don't know if I would say he's an enforcer, right? Big dude, but I wouldn't say that. Now, Giannis, yeah, he's the enforcer. Yeah, I would say Giannis is the enforcer. As far as who else? Who else won the championship? AD. I don't look at AD as an enforcer. Big time salute to the chat. Continue to smash that like button, man. We gotta get to the 200 like mark. I don't know why we're not there, y'all. Continue to smash the like button. Salute to the chat. Killer B, I see what you said. He said we need Oakley. Nah, them days is over, bro. Because I just went down the champions, the list of champions. They don't got enforcers, but they do got real power forwards. That's what we need. We need a real modern day power forward. These guys ain't trying to fight. They're not trying to fight, man. You got like a handful of stewards in the league. Most of these guys are not trying to fight. Trust me. Look at Jalen Duran with all the muscles. This is how he fights. Going backwards. He's spooky in the woods with it. Jalen Duran is spooky in the woods. 100%. But listen, y'all. We will be back tonight, all right, for probably a Knicks Nocturnal. I appreciate the support. This was a great show. Continue to smash the like button on the way out. And until next time, as always, let's go.